Yes, people, big up to all of you. I do hope you're all doing well. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. It's another Blue Morning show, specifically another transfer watch on Chelsea perspective. Today we'll talk about Romeo Lavia, Moises Caicedo. Romeo Lavia, Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Moises Caicedo. Just round and round and round on those two topics. And then maybe mix it up a little bit by talking about Kepa Arrizabalaga. But beyond that, I don't think we have too much to talk about. Maybe Trevor Chalobah, but more importantly, I hope you're all doing well. Sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, welcome back to Just Perspective. As usual, I have to go through the chat and say hello to the people there already saying hello to each other, maybe just posting some stuff there. But I appreciate you all finding the time to join. Let's see what we have there. Let's start quickly. There's too many already in the chat, too many from Patrick Joyce. Welcome, Caicedo. And yeah, hi to you too. I hope Caicedo happened. It hasn't happened yet. The same way that we thought, oh, okay, you know what, he's gone to Liverpool, and that ended up not happening. Chances are it could happen the other way. But hopefully we'll get the deal over the line. I'm hoping so. That's crazy for a double deal, 165 million for both. It's not done yet. We're hoping it's done. Welcome, Caicedo and Lavia at the big club with Chelsea. We're hoping it gets done. This says, why are you? Okay, listen, for multitude of reasons, but I'm not going to talk about it there. Updates to tell you, Everton have now signed Yusuf till 2027. Good for them. And that's something I like there. But my bro, Brianni Yahayu, a.k.a. 343 Dynamo, a.k.a. Viver FC, a.k.a. Contender FC, and now Jackson CFC. I appreciate you joining, brother. He usually starts when there are 30 likes with 20 people waiting for the show to start. Yeah, good one there, but we already have 49 likes, so we're moving at lightning speed. Hopefully we get it to 300 likes a day. We haven't been able to reach 300 likes actually since this particular transfer window opened. But I think it'll happen. The most we've done is 260 plus, but that's not a bad number. Let's see, keep dropping the likes. The second update, Harry Kane arrives. Yeah, well, we're saying that. Third update, Liverpool agree a British record fee. Yeah, okay, and he was rejected. Okay, but thank you for that. It's blue time. Adebayo Makunju. I haven't seen you in a while, brother. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining this morning. And this says, Coach, you late because you're watching Arsenal game, right? No. I know you're joking. No, I wouldn't, because it's not a game of any you can say significance important. Because it's not like we're tied at the top of the table, and if they win, we lose the title to them or something like that. No, I wasn't doing that. But big up to you, brother. Much love to you, guys. Smash that like button. You know he's gonna say that. Yep, smash it. 54 likes already. And if you're watching for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you. You provide us much value as those who are watching. But if you can do us one more favor, one more tiny video favor, just take a second, drop a like on the stream. Nobody will even know you did that. It takes just half a second. We'd really appreciate that. And yeah, Christian Northern, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. And over David, is it true Chelsea have signed a Caicedo? We're close. That's we were told just the same thing. We were told with regards to when Liverpool were on the verge of signing him. We were told that they're working on the paperwork. They're trying to get it done as soon as today to announce him tomorrow. And the biggest problem yet is that Liverpool has refused to walk away. And once that is the case, which means Brighton will be hopeful for them to come back with an even higher bid. But I think he ends now. I don't think they're coming with anything higher. because the player wants to come to us. It wouldn't make sense for them to push it that way. And Caicedo himself has made it clear he only wants to go to Chelsea Football Club. So we have DJ in the house. Big up to you too, brother. This is a big up Kuchila and everyone in the chat. Remember, people remember to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're getting closer and closer to 16,000 subscribers. We are at 15,838 subscribers. Let's keep pushing it, people. We can get it there as soon as possible. Big up to you too, JC. Much love to you too, brother. I appreciate you joining. It's about time. Yes, I was waiting for you. Yep, but thank you. I appreciate you waiting. I love them all. William Humu, thank you for loving them all. Kepa is about to go to Real Madrid. Funny that Real Madrid and Bayern Munich rate him as best available keeper when CFC fans waste time counting centimeters in the wingspan. Yes, we're all entitled to our respective opinions. I've always known if he had options, he'd reject Bayern Munich for reasons I've explained here. His relationship with Thomas Tuchel wasn't good, and I think he was only going to go to Bayern if he didn't have too many options. But one thing I'm shocked about, that Bayern prefers him over over De Gea. But again, he's a good goalkeeper. That's not. But I've always said he's a good goalkeeper. But that's not me saying we cannot do better than him. But good luck to him. I hope he does well. I hope it's a loan. If it's a loan deal, let it be one with an obligation to buy another option. Let's see. Okay, he's having a conversation with somebody there. I heard. Okay, any confirmation? Yes, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. Appreciate you all finding the time to join. Just having a conversation with Patrick there. Anything else? Let us hum. We put the cherry on top of. Let us hope we we'll put the cherry on top of that and smash Liverpool tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully, if we sign the two players, then that's when beating them tomorrow will be the icing on the cake. Hopefully that happens. I shall be happy seeing Chelsea back in winning ways after a long time. And tomorrow we are winning seriously. David, if we win tomorrow, I'd take it. Then it'd be an excellent start to the season. Coach, good afternoon. How are you? I can't complain, Osita Anthony. I hope you're doing well too. Let's see anything else we have here. Abdulaziz, Christopher says that Chelsea is taking too long to get these deals done. It is not easy. Negotiations are involved, and you can't just give the signing club how much they're asking. You have to see how much you pay and not get into trouble. We should have just got what Prowess and Ugochukwu should be back up, would save millions. Okay, let's see, Coach. Will our midfield consist of players who cost us close to 300 million? Wow. And what I don't get is this: would it be cheaper for Bally to just buy Brighton instead of going this route? Maybe. Bally bought the CFC brand, threw everything out, bought everything from Brighton. Yeah, you can argue that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Big up to you too, Ramson Bozo. Tons of like, Coach. I appreciate you. It's been a while. I hope you're well. What's happening? I have not been able to eat until I see Moises Caicedo wear the Chelsea shirt. Maybe just try get something into your tummy, please. Don't hold your breath, then anything will happen. Because it's been, you can say, I wouldn't say toxic tummy, I would say ups and down. That reminds me of one of Snoop's Dogg song, because there will be ups and downs, smiles and frowns. I haven't played that song in a while. Maybe I will after the show. I thought when Chuck Bally and Igbali got involved, this deal for Caicedo would have been done today. I think, yeah, we will get the news tonight on both deals. It's never easy, and I've come to realize that, and I'm not too pushy about it. Chelsea for life. We are cooking for the moment. Liverpool will never joke with fire Desmond Moretti. I hope we get that deal over the line, and that will make me happy. Raphael, okay, having a conversation there. Let's see what else do we have here. Hello, Coach. Hello to you too, Manuel Perez. Good afternoon from Ghana. This is Manuel Perez. I can see that myself. Wants to recommend Todd Bally and his crew to getting the long-waiting transfer saga. Caicedo and Lavia both to Chelsea this weekend. Maybe even today, but let's see what happens. Good afternoon to you too, Elam. Friday, I hope you're doing well, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join us, Elam. What else do we have here? Yep, it looks like we're getting 40 million to 50 million for Kepa Arrizabalaga. This breaking and trending currently on social media. I'll read that in a bit. Don't give it away. Constantine Dante. Much love to you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining. Always nice to see you. PFFF. What a transfer window. Yep. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This is funny. Liverpool was laughing with us, and now we are still in Lavia from them to next to Caicedo. That Caicedo saga isn't over yet. For a reason I'm not sure how to explain. I appreciate you joining, brother. God bless you, bro. God bless you too, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Is that the Elam on Twitter, or is this my bro on Twitter, or is this a different Elam? He is the only CFC keeper I know who was mentally strong to come back from being on bench. And after the Sarri episode, the other one was a Czech who sat on the bench for only 1 year and then left. Yeah, he's strong. I think you could argue that. Arsenal 2-0 up. Yep, they are on fire. Good start to the season for them if they go ahead and win that one. A big up to you too, J-Town boy. And is that the Just Town boy, or what J-Town are you referring there? Coach and everyone, it is true that CFC has a bid of 115 million. No, not already. The bid will go in today. How much, I do not know. And we are just waiting for Brighton to respond. Some are saying we're just waiting for Liverpool to pull out of the deal entirely to make it easier for us to negotiate with Brighton. But I'm not sure what to make of that. We're going to mash up Liverpool to gain more momentum coming next month in the subsequent matches. Let's see what happens. I'm not sold on Elise. Hope he proves me wrong. I am sold on Elise than some of the players we have on our current squad. I have to be honest with you. Deborah Michael Jumai, bro. What's taking too long? Should we be worried? Maybe be half worried and be half optimistic because you see how we thought that Liverpool they've signed Caicedo. It turns out we had other plans. That may still be the case. So I'm not just going to say, we've signed him. Bali and Iqbali are in town to tap in. Coach, you may be good merchant, but those two, they're specialists maybe. God bless you too, brother. I appreciate you saying that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Don't rule out Kudus either. Let's see whether we'll be able to get that one too. I don't think Liverpool will manage because Caicedo himself have decided he wants to come to us. Okay, I'm waiting for Romeo, Michael, Olise, and all those people you mentioned in there. Let's see what happens, Coach. I am not on Twitter. How will I come onto the panel? Instagram works, or maybe you could just create a Twitter account if it's that important to you. I had a two-way verification process before, but I've lost. I have to re-implement it again, where you have to go through one window that nobody's going to see you here on the live section of the show. Then I'll see you. Then send you the link to the main window. Then you come on. Maybe I need to re-implement that. We should sign someone in the irk of Nkunku. Signing Caicedo is a start. Let's see. We are going to surprise the Liverpool fans across the globe because we are going to win our first match like we did in 2003. Then when the Sayi was the captain. I love the Sayi too much. Mano Perez, let's see. I am watching from a Biafran. Okay, an Igbo man, Ilam. Nice to see you, brother, my Igbo brother. Thank you for joining. Caicedo and Lavia, here we go. Soon, I hope so. Did you see anything with regards to that, or you just are hoping that will be the case? Coach, is Kepa leaving? Yeah, he's leaving. I think even if I see, even if I again perceive that word differently, it still sounds the same. So yeah, he's leaving. That's what it looks like. Chelsea will need to match Liverpool's offer according to various reports. So will not surprise me if we get Caicedo for 115 million. Despite Caicedo saying he only wants to Chelsea, Brighton will still have the power. Yeah, all parties must come to an agreement before anything can happen. Even if Liverpool say they want to pay 300 million, and Caicedo says, I'm not going to Liverpool, the whole thing stalls. He's a great person at times without his back. only or he only comes to us if Brighton agrees to sell him to us. So yeah, all parties must come to an agreement. But TJ, more importantly, I appreciate you once more for being in the chat there. I am not even on Instagram, coach. Then you have to. You have to level up, brother. Only WhatsApp. I can't share my personal number, and I don't have a burner WhatsApp number account, brother. So we have to find a solution. How, I do not know. So, coach, please, when Caicedo comes, it means we're going to play him next next game, because he is not going to play a Liverpool match. All right, yeah, he's not. There's no way he plays the Liverpool game. Coach, I was watching some Liverpool streams. The moment Lavia been winning, their reaction was worth $1 million. Their biggest fan favorite YouTuber said, okay, Alhamdulillah, the hunter got hunted. Yeah. I will enter CFC, sign Caicedo and the top of offensive midfielder, yep, or for attacking midfielder for another language. I am not done with Lavia and Ulysses. So many average and upcoming players are in the squad. I think I wouldn't say Ulysses is an average player. If you know him well, I think the better language to use would be like, he's not experienced enough. I wouldn't call him an average player. Even Lavia isn't an average player. If the argument that you present right now, then I'd look at that. So maybe that's the truth. Is that they are still very young and you can say haven't got much experience. Maybe that's what I'll listen to. But that's, by the way, people. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. I cannot thank you enough. Let me do this. 2 items here. DJ sent us an important update, and it's important that we look at that in a bit. We will do that. Just give me a second here. Let me share the link with the panelists there, so if they have time, they can come join us here. There you go. Let me label it properly. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 79 likes already. We're moving at a bristling speed. Let's get it to 100 and shoot for 200 as soon as possible. So let's look at this update here. I really do want us to look up them. This one here in particular, it's a breaking news. So we'll take care of this one. Then we'll go back to the other items we have lined up here. There you go. Now you see why I'm using multiple windows. The other one, I'm using the other one to monitor how many people are watching, the likes and all this. And if I want to comment on there, it happens. So this says, just give me a second here. This says, okay, Real Madrid have now contacted Kepa Arrizabalaga camp. Discussions are ongoing with player keen on the move. Kepa open to join Real Madrid, even on loan. The question is, you can say the structure of the loan deal will decide whether I would agree to let him go on loan. If they want him on loan with an option to buy, I don't think we'd do that because it's a huge risk. He has just 2 years left on his contract. But if they want him on loan with an obligation to buy, that's when Chelsea would listen. So 2 things. Now, I think Chelsea would want to sell him on a permanent or loan him out with an obligation to buy. If not, I don't think we'd listen to any offer. And he told Chelsea already he wants to join Bayern Munich. But I knew he'd still be skeptical going to Bayern and walking under Thomas Tuchel again, who never trusted him at Chelsea. I get it. Roger would argue, the chairman of the Goalkeepers Union, Roger would argue, there's probably maybe believes Thomas Tuchel have a change of heart and trust him as a number 1. And other reasons Roger did mention that I can't quite recall right now. But my point is this. He had to reject Bayern the moment he had another option in front of him. Plus, Spain is home. That makes a huge difference. The same thing as Azpilicueta did. He was on the verge of joining Inter Milan. Once some club from his home country came calling, he had to take off. So, yeah, to me, I'm not shocked. But there's a chance he may well have decided to go to Spain because, yeah, it is his home country. That's a chance that he may well have decided to go to Spain. Just because, yeah, another opportunity came and he doesn't trust Thomas Tuchel that much. Plus, for him actually to just easily decide to leave like that shows maybe he isn't ready to compete with Sanchez. That's my opinion. Or maybe he feels like you can say maybe he's seen, because I'm sure he's seen everything that the likes of he's seen everything the likes of Bobby and the Bluetooth game are saying with him on saying about him on social media, and decided he's had it. But that's just my opinion. I think I've read that one. Since yesterday, Coach haven't had enough sleep. I'm being honest. Again, to be honest, I haven't had enough sleep. Yeah. And the rest because of my Caicedo transfer saga. I think I agree with you, but not because of it. Because last summer transfer window, we were actually doing 2 streams per day. But it was different for me because I had my in-laws at home. But if I don't sleep, the next day I have to stay awake to take care of the boys. They're not of the age where you can say, yeah, leave them and do something else and they'll be all right. Please, Moises, cancel. Why are you saying cancel? Real Madrid for a Spanish player, he is gone. But I doubt Real will pay up because they are preparing the canon from back there. We need the money. But the goalkeeping department is equally an important position for them to fill. So I think they pay up. The point, but I'm seeing them opting for a loan with an option to buy it, not even an obligation. But I don't think Chelsea will agree to that because he has just 2 years left on his contract. It'd be a huge risk. Lavia only wants Liverpool, though apparently he has told close friends of this. So don't get why we are looking at him. But rumors are that he's agreed personal terms with us. I think it's everywhere. Here's the thing: we have 2 sections of journalists. One working for Liverpool, in fact, that is working to help Liverpool achieve a favorable outcome. The other section working to help Chelsea achieve a favorable outcome. I'll give you an example. When we heard that Liverpool put in a bid for Moises Caicedo, the Liverpool, you can say the journalists that are aligned with Liverpool interests, they were downplaying it intentionally. In my opinion, they were saying no, it was all just nonsense. They're not interested in him, just to make sure you can say just not to trigger Chelsea. But we did find out anyway. Apparently, let's see. So don't get why we're looking at him as a signing, rather Leslie Goalkeeper, who is a player. I'd rather that, but he'd be an addition to our club. He's an excellent player too, and he'll be a signing of you can say lesser risk because he's played in the Premier League. But I wouldn't go to the extent of saying he's better than a Goalkeeper. I think we'll become a Boston City now when it comes to spending. At least a City signs the players smartly. Wow, some argument right there. Let's see what we have here. I think the situation we find ourselves in, we don't have the luxury to be economical at this stage. I'll go for Lavia. If we can find a way to keep them both, I'll take them. After all, we need numbers in that department. But certainly 1 or 2 players from the midfield area will go out alone if we sign both Caicedo and Romeo Lavia. Please, can someone give naughty clips of Bukayo Saka dribbling aimlessly? Is a football. He needs to up his footballing IQ and decision. How old is he? How old is Nani Madeke? 27, 28, or 31 maybe? Listen, my point is this. He's still a kid. And he will improve, honestly. I think he gets better, especially under Mauricio Pochettino. But that's just my opinion. Big up to you too, Eugene. Nice to see you. So I'm going to start with you, the chairman of the Goalkeepers Union, right away. Roger, this is, I'm going to try to say, but gracias, hola, bonjour, salam alaikum. What more? I don't want to leave anything for you. Probably you find one to use right now. But Roger, more importantly, big up to you. I hope you're doing well, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join. I know you can you recall quite well my argument that Kepa, I don't think he would want to walk under Thomas Tuchel. And the fact that Madrid came calling, that makes it even easier for him to. I get it, Madrid is home. You can say Spain is home. I don't know whether it's from Madrid or some other places in Spain, or some other place in Spain, but it was never going to be difficult for him to say, yeah, you know what, I prefer going to Spain. And we did see that with Cesar Azpilicueta. He was on the verge of joining Inter, but the moment Athletic came calling, he zoomed off. Probably didn't tell them, but I'm just joking. But now this says Real Madrid have now contacted Kepa Arrizabalaga camp. Discussions are ongoing with player keen on the move. Kepa open to joining Real Madrid, even on loan. Wow. Real are working to understand the final formula of the deal wanted by Chelsea. One thing I can tell them if they're listening, Chelsea will never let him live on loan with just an option to buy. It'll have to be an obligation because I don't see us risking him leaving. Or I think they prefer selling him outright right now. So if you're that serious about him, pay up. But Richard, what do you make of it? And I'm hearing that he's told the club he wants to leave, which means we'll have to make another goalkeeper sign in this particular window. But go ahead, Roger.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Yeah, big up to you. Thank you. I saw you walked. I only left you with English.
No, hola. Enchanté.
But go ahead, brother. Welcome. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with a couple of things you said about the goalkeeping. That was a kind of a cheap shot because he doesn't want the competition. Then you can say that about every player.
Yeah, I knew you were going to represent him. Go ahead.
Come on. You can say that about every person that ever moves from club A to club B. Doesn't want the competition. That's a cheap shot. That was weak, coach.
So you have to shame me publicly.
Yeah, because it's like, come on. that's low. But listen, the reason I don't get your logic about Tuchel, coach, because, listen, Tuchel benched him because of the fact he was playing poorly, and Mendy was brought in, and let's be honest, Mendy exceeded my expectations. I didn't know much about Mendy, I must admit, prior to his arrival, and he played very well. And then you could see Kepa was improving. He got his finger out and he buckled down.
Okay, let me ask you this.
He warranted A, being benched, and he warranted B, succeeding. And now, don't get me wrong, when you lose your position due to an injury, like Mendy did, I get it.
But I wasn't mentioning when Mendy got injured, but that's still a point. The point I mentioned was the Club World Cup, how everything happened.
No. I'm talking about before that, though.
I know, but let's go back a bit. Mendy left for AFCON. Kepa took over from him and didn't put a foot wrong. He did not do anything wrong. He was excellent for us between the sticks, even till up onto the Club World Cup. With the moment Mendy returned from AFCON, he got dropped to the bench, and he was so brilliant. He was the sole reason you could argue why we progressed to the final. If it wasn't for his brilliance between the sticks, I remember one save was against Odion Igalo. We probably would have returned to England before Mendy returns from AFCON. That's just my point. Those two things, and then he was our goalkeeper choice of. He was our choice. He was a preferred goalkeeper throughout the group stages and then and other stages of the cup game until the final. That's about 15 days after he was dropped for the Club World Cup final. Now he got dropped also for the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. So my point is, if I were Kepa, I would say I'm not going to go under him again.
Coach, that happens often. When you get to finals, there are some people like Pep Guardiola mostly plays his, shall we say, backup goalkeeper, even in the final.
And just quickly, I knew Nani was 20. I was just joking with the person that's saying, my bro, Marco, expecting him to be perfect now. That was why I intentionally say that. Well, how old is he? 27, 29? I intentionally did that. Go ahead, Roger.
No, I caught that too. But listen, I forgot what I was going to say. But listen, a lot of coaches actually sometimes revert to their starting goalkeeper for a final, and some don't. So that's the norm, coach. It depends on the club and the stature of the club. Does that make sense? But it's also, it's not like it's out of the ordinary for the cup goalkeeper, let's call them the cup goalkeepers, okay, to domestic cup goalkeepers to be dropped for a final because they want to win silverware, depending on the team, of course, and the stature, as I said. So no, I feel that Tuchel actually dropped him, and it was warranted for the most part. I really do.
And I agree with that.
And by the way, he's not 20; he's 21, Madueke.
Okay. So he's 21. Yeah, and it's not 22 like somebody said in the chat.
No, he's 21. He's 21 years old, 5 months and 1 day.
Yeah, but he's still very young.
Of course, he's a very young man. Yeah.
My point is, you see again.
Yeah, but I think there's multiple things. I think I think this is a huge factor. If you're Spanish and you get the opportunity
to go home.
Yeah, to go home. Let's be honest. You ask most British players, especially historically, they mostly choose to stay in the British Isles to play either in the Premier League or even the Championship League or the Scottish divisions, etc. It's a comfort zone. It's human nature.
Yeah, but more importantly, Roger, now just go ahead. Sorry, once you finish the point you're making, I want you to answer the question. We must buy another goalkeeper now.
Yeah, but you know, then you get the opportunity to play for Real Madrid. I mean, it's not like it's, you know, it's a fourth division team. We're talking about, in all reality, the most successful club team in world history from Europe anyway. And so, I mean, that pulls at your strings too. Now, unless you're a diehard Barcelona fan, where that would never transpire. But of course, it's a big thing. I can see him going to both places, but the smart money is on him returning to Spain, probably because of the obvious reasons.
Yeah. But I hope you see, Richard, please just say, okay, I cannot understand your point. That will go a long way for me. But you didn't even do that.
No, because coach is like, he wants to leave because he doesn't want the competition. You know, you
had to show me publicly, but I totally understand.
Come on, that was cheap.
That's why we're here. That's why I love the Blue Money Show. Yeah.
But listen, Kepa has his deficiencies, as Bobby will point out. But conversely speaking, he also has a lot of positive attributes.
No, he's a good goalkeeper. I do know that. I'm not one of those that condemn him. I just say, do I think we can do better than him? Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love Mendy also. I'm still shocked at Mendy's drop off.
His decline.
Yeah.
Did you see his first game for what's the club he joined? He had a blooper too.
Yeah, it's this, and this is what you get. People will critique a person like Kepa because he's not 7'18", okay, and he doesn't have a long wingspan. But then again, you see these huge keepers like a Courtois conceding a shot from 25 plus yards out. It happens because guess what? This ball moves very fast and it has a lot more, shall we say, movement in the air than when I used to play. You know, so
no, I'm laughing. Jesse is saying I should revert to toppings and show you a card.
but you understand? Listen, a goalkeeper that is very good with his feet is a huge commodity nowadays, especially if you intend to play out from the back. And then when you see like you look at Alisson, better goalkeeper than Kepa by far, but then again he makes bloopers with his feet, you know, and considering Kepa really hasn't for a good year and a half plus really made any, shall we say, catastrophic errors, you know, then it's this consistency that you have to applaud. This is one of the things, but then again his deficiencies are, especially in this league, you know, certain other leagues he can get away with it more, but especially in Premier League and I would say even in the Bundesliga too. You have to dominate your box more than most other leagues.
Yeah, let me catch up with the chat. Maybe Bobby likes to talk about him, or start with Caicedo.
Can I quickly ask? What do you think we'll get for him?
I think it's there on the screen. They said around we want around the 35 to 40 million pounds, and that's huge money. He has just about 2 years left on his contract. Yeah,
that's not bad considering we bought him for 72 or something. But
he served us well. I have to say.
And that and the, what do you call it? The salary cap. Well, not cap, but his salary is a deciding factor.
Yeah, let's see again. The hijackers at Liverpool is in the mode. Francis, which is nice to see you. Johnny Carr, you have who is he talking about? I'm not sure. What is he talking about there? John F. Williams, their transfers are again the transfers. Okay, are the transfers a dumb deal, or is it just something? You can say what's that? That is speculations. I do not know. But let me see. I'm not sure what that guy Johnny Carr is talking about there. I think Okay, I think let me just ban the guy from, if he's there to talk nonsense, let me ban him from the channel. What else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Let's see, Kepa's lawyer. That's another name for Roger. Okay. And Chinedu is, it says, why do we need to sign another goalkeeper? Why not cancel Slanina's loan deal?
Because he's not old enough, coach.
You could just use the term experienced. He's not experienced enough, maybe.
Yeah. Well, age goes with experience. This position, you cannot have a very young player who's basically a teenager sit on the bench. That player needs to go out and play week in, week out to garner the experience.
Otherwise, his development will suffer.
It will be stunted tremendously.
Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to keep him if it's not going to be starting week in, week out.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if Slanina's going to, if you maintain, you keep Slanina, then he has to start if he's good enough to, obviously. Otherwise, he can't be sitting on the bench. It will be detrimental to his improvement going forward.
All right, let me catch up with the chat and bring in Bobby as soon as possible. Roger, it was Lampard who benched him and TT brought him back. Let's see what else we have here. I had a dream Chelsea won 2-1 against Liverpool. The funny part of the dream was Aspie scored the winning goal from a long-range screamer. Wow. Where's the beat? It hasn't gone in. We're waiting for it. FFP news of what's happening with Lavia and Moises. It hasn't happened, but we're making progress from what we've heard. And I think the way the new owners operate is that they have discussions with the selling club, and then they'll have a sense of how much they're looking. The fee they want before they go in for the bid. I think what will likely be the issue will be the payment structure. Some outlets are saying that we've already we've already gone in with £115 million. I don't know whether to believe that or not. That we're discussing the structure. We're hoping to get, but Fabrizio Romano specifically reported that we're hoping to get the deal done today. The plan has always been to unveil Moises Caicedo on Sunday. Coach, looks like Lazio are getting my boy Nicolo Rivera and Luca Pellegrini on loan with mandatory buy option. Combined 21 euros for both. Now that's a bargain deal for amazing players. Yeah, so Lazio do that all the time. They don't have the luxury to buy big name players like we do. It hasn't gone in. I've explained that. Financial fair play. Travel pizza. I like your name. I like pizza so much myself. Obi Ayuk. Obi, is it Obi? Obi one Obi Obi Agozie. And please don't do if there's no news. Really, please don't come here if you don't want to participate. I'm gonna stop being rude to people right now. Let's see. Lavia hasn't agreed to go to Chelsea. He wants Liverpool. I think the news is everywhere. Let's see what else we have. You keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Is Chelsea broke? No, we're not. We're not broke. We don't have to just pay. Let's say 200 million because we want to outbeat Liverpool. There are other parts of the there are other things we have to iron out during negotiations. So it's not as simple as people talk about. Still no bid yet. Maybe some are saying that the bid is in already 115. The reports are conflicting. And you must be a Liverpool fan. That's what I'm seeing there. Chelsea are not broke, but they need to find a way to avoid. That's what a lot of people are saying, and I don't know whether that's the case. Honestly, in my opinion, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. This says, how can Chelsea sign Lavia and Elise and Caicedo if they have FFP problems in affording Caicedo alone? Here's the thing. I think I've talked about that. I did talk about that a few minutes ago. Journalists aligned with Liverpool's interests. You can say putting out information that will help Liverpool achieve a favorable outcome. Same to those aligned with Chelsea Football Club's interests. So it's everywhere. We're not saying the truth. So you have to take your time to dissect and analyze whatever you're saying out there to come to a sensible conclusion. Don't just believe them. That's just my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. We cannot afford to drop points tomorrow. Man City and Arsenal started the title race already. too early, really. Bono is a good choice if we're looking at him. At 21, Hazard, Messi, Oscar, Mikel, and all were already playing with maturity and intelligence. It's different for every player. Some players, it takes them, even in the real world, if you're a teacher, you will understand what I mean. Here's the thing. Sometimes you get students who learn like this. Sometimes you get students that take time to learn any concept. But usually, sometimes you see that those students that take time to learn concepts actually do better than those that grasp the concept. In some cases, grasp the concept like this. So it's not straightforward. It's not the same for everybody. I'm not really concerned. It takes some players a time to mature. Some are 21. For instance, the likes of Andreas Santos, he plays way beyond his age, but he still sees something. He's mature way beyond his age, but we still see something that shows you, yeah, he's still not that experienced. We should just sign Caicedo and the rest. And why all these unnecessary signings? It doesn't make sense. You could argue that. Let's see. What was okay? That shows you're a Liverpool fan, really. And the other guy that was talking about 419 there, most definitely a Liverpool fan. We will see, but I think it will be in Liverpool's favor. Okay, Tina Murphy thinks if this goes on much longer, but let's see what happens. Collington, following Chelsea's transfer, okay, has so been very stressful on mental. Okay, following Chelsea's transfer activities has been so stressful. Yeah, mentally, for your mental health, that I have decided to no longer do it again. I wonder how you guys on YouTube do it. Well, we have a show to host. Weeks says Chelsea will get Lavia and Olise, and that will be the 100 million they have to spend. That is just you making up numbers. Coach, you should urgently do two things. I think I've told Roger that. So much going on here. I don't think I'll be able to get everything, but I have some OGs here that I have to say hello to. That's important because that's how we operate here. And yeah, let the club include Hazard from Kunko's guy. Okay. Why haven't Chelsea put in a bid yet? What's the holder? I do not know, brother. Some sections are saying we already have a bid in of you can say something in the region of 115 million pounds. There's no way to tell what has happened and what hasn't happened, in my opinion. But more importantly, bro, the Red Devil Studio, looking forward to that. You can say delicious what's the time collaboration with you. I hope it happens soon. I appreciate you joining. Let's see. Yeah, but Lavia, okay. Okay, now I know the names of the Liverpool fans here. How old is Foden Madueke? Shoot up his game. 8 is just a number. I agree with you, and I've explained to you it differs for every player. They're not the same. Some catch up quickly, some takes time. Hit the like button, people. We are at 121 likes already. Let's get it to 200 and shoot for 300 as soon as possible. Roger, very few new keepers attack the ball. If you look at keepers like Donnarumma or Thibaut Courtois, they are shot stoppers and not attackers like Pickford. You could argue that.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I get it. But you can have a combination. Don't forget, Courtois isn't that bad with his feet. He understands his limitations and adapts accordingly.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I go ahead?
No, of course you don't.
If Chelsea completed both Caicedo and Lavia, why Reds did not withdraw the deal? Because they're still hoping to convince Moises Caicedo. And I've seen, okay, I'll show you the report. They tried the whole day yesterday to convince him to change his mind, and he refused. So, yeah, I hope. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. I'm going to try to say hello to those that I haven't said hello to. I'm tired with this Caicedo deal. It's as a Liverpool fan, too. You see, we have a mix of fans there. And the Igwe Kalundu, BC Igwe. I don't understand, Chelsea. What is going on? No news until now. I think the updates they will start flooding in soon. It's been, you can say, it's been so quiet since the last updates we got from Fabrizio and others, but I think that would change. Let's see. This is Chelsea apparently can pay 105 million, but they also cannot match the 70 million upfront like we have. Okay, Liverpool fans having a conversation there. Enjoy yourself. Please tell us the truth about Caicedo deal. Is it true or is it propaganda? Wow, the language propaganda is a bit too strong here. Because something else comes to mind. Here's the thing, what I'm going to say quickly here is nobody knows what's the truth. Some sections are saying that we put in a beat. Some sections are saying that we're close to completing the deal. Some are saying that we're considering putting the bid on the table for Brighton today. So we're not too sure what has happened. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. And what else do we have? Anything else? Yeah. Please, what is Chelsea waiting for in signing the player? What's this? It will happen. I can't tell you anything that I don't know. Okay, just still the Liverpool people having a conversation there, and please let them have the conversation there as long as they're not abusing anybody. They're not abusive. Let them stay there. They provide value to the community. You can have a conversation with them to end the Liverpool fans that I've seen in the chat there. I think they're being civil. They're just having a conversation, and you can interact with them and tell them about our sister channel. Santiago Muno, big up to you too. I appreciate you joining. I just need Nkunku's replacement. You can say rotational player for him, not really a replacement. Coach, I'd rather Chelsea sign you than sign Caicedo. Wow. You don't want to win anything. Let's see. And Chelsea boy here saying, Coach, it's funny how the media try to spin things, bias reporting. Yeah, but that's why we'll often tell you here to take your time to look at the information out there, dissect and analyze, and then come to a sensible conclusion. Don't just suck up everything you see there. Always see everything as speculations or rumors. But use common sense. None of the you can say reporters there have ever been at the table where they negotiate. So maybe they have people they pay money to tell them what they believe is going on. Coach, it's funny how the media, yes, I've read that one. The Prince is here. Big up the Prince. I hope you're doing well. Why is it that when it comes to a big match, we always be an underdog, and many pundits believe that Liverpool are winning tomorrow match? I want a clear message from Chelsea tomorrow. We will preview that match tomorrow, a few hours before it starts. So don't worry too much about it. And I like it when we're underdogs. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see, Coach, what do you think about Poch using Ugochukwu tomorrow? It's a possibility. He's still in the squad, and hopefully he's registered for the Premier League. If he is, he gets a chance to play. Caicedo must come to Chelsea because our pride is at stake. I'm not the sort of person that will do anything because I think somebody will think one thing or the other thing. Honestly, I'm not that person that, I think it's a decision that I make are driven or defined by what I think people will think about me. No, I don't care, really. The moment I felt like maybe there's a chance we're not going to get Caicedo, what I did immediately was to start thinking about solutions. That's how I operate. And thank God I was brought up that way, and that's why I'm what I've become today. Chelsea don't have FFP problems, so this is just unnecessary banter from Liverpool fans. That's another way to see it. JD, the only reason he will go to Chelsea, okay, is the ridiculous wages they will pay. And okay, if at least we're able to pay the ridiculous wages, and Liverpool aren't able to pay that. It says that, yes, Coach, it's going slow yet again. Should we be concerned? I'd say maybe be optimistic half, or 50% optimistic and 50% concerned. That way, if he ends up not coming to Chelsea, you will not be that much disappointed. But it's looking good. That's just how I'm going to say right now. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. It said, if I see somebody I haven't said hello to, okay, Obinna Dalo, nice to see you, Mr. Okeke. I appreciate you joining. And we have this brother here. Big up to you, to Glenn 10. Much love to you. It gives me absolute joy to see you in the chat. That's a good sign that you are recovering, and I appreciate that. Lots of Igbo brothers here in the chat today. And Mr. Chibuza says, something is confusing here. Why is it taking too long to announce Caicedo and Lavia? You cannot announce players. First of all, you cannot announce players that you haven't signed. Let's see. And if you use too many emojis, we have a robot that's policing the chat. It would delete your message. Ziyech, no update. Lukaku, no update too. And what was the reason for Adams failed transfer. Because it's not a priority. We've decided to go for, you say, to make sure we push and get the Caicedo deal over the line rather than wasting 20 million, not wasting, you could call it that, on Adams. And I think the Adams camp were here and they've always known that there's a chance that they won't go through. Coach, what was I banned from 2 Liverpool streams for sharing this news? Don't mind them, but we operate differently here. I don't think Lavia would come and be on the bench. He would start for Liverpool. So maybe we'll share the spoils. Maybe we'll take one of the 2 players. Liverpool will take one. This is bring Caicedo else. No, that's just you. That's just how you see it. My pride will not be, and I don't think the club's pride will be affected one bit. It's not ridiculous yet. I think we'll get the deal over the line still, but that's just me being hopeful at this one. Let's see what else we will have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Okay, this is, I think Chelsea are in a fix. Okay, they risk losing points. They want Liverpool to withdraw, which has not happened. This deal is dragging. Chelsea just paid 115 million and get points deducted. Wow. Let's see anything else here. Lots of you there, you've had so much to say, so I'm going to try to get the comments from other people that I haven't read much from. No news might be good news. Yeah, now that Bali and Iqbali are on it themselves, these guys don't like to take L's. Thank you so much for making that clear for those that don't understand. And a big up coach, love from Nigeria, the Marco Lele FC. I appreciate you, my Niger brother. Much love to you. And again, why do we need Lavia when we have Caicedo and Santos and Ugochukwu? What are the future of the players I mentioned? Are we signing Lavia because of Lavia's attitude towards Caicedo? I don't know. Maybe we still have those. We still have Caicedo available, and those available because one or two sure what we'll be able to do in the market. That's just how I see it. Let's see anything else here. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. Quite a lot to read here, and I cannot read everything. Mr. Troublemaker, as a Belgian Chelsea fan, I know Lavia would like to go to Liverpool, but I know if Chelsea give him good enough wages, he will join. I don't need scientists to tell me if we give him good enough wages, he will come to us. But much love to you. Anything else here from anybody that I haven't read what they have in the comment there? Just too much there to read. Chimera Yaman, big up brother, heights and blessings. I appreciate you joining. Let's wait and see if Paquita goes to Man City, and if that's where Gallagher is likely to go. But keep in mind, Tottenham, yes, I do agree, both must go. They don't just make us better, and it's time now. And Shafardino, nice to see you. Anything else here? I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. Anything? Do I see a question there? Who says we want Dybala and Yito? Do I think? I think we've gone past that one. It's not going to happen. I asked Chelsea to beat first. Plus Lavia wants a Liverpool. Okay, let's see if that happens. Big up to you two, Stanley Onumba. I appreciate you joining. One them. Chelsea should hurry up and do the double signing. There's no time to waste. I think we'll be able. We may be able to pull that one off, but you cannot be too sure. For all newcomers, to the chat from Liverpool, we have a Liverpool fan who likes to ban anyone who puts caps lock. Oh my goodness, educate them on that one. Whoever comes, whoever goes, Chelsea will live on. Chelsea was never a place but a community. Wow, I love that. And that's the delicious comment of the day. I am watching this Arsenal team, and they are the real deal. I think they will challenge again. Let's see what happens. It will be crowded out there, in my opinion. So, Bobby, I'm going to come to you. Sorry it took me time to be all caught up. I think you joined before DJ in that order. Even if that's not the case, DJ is your gang member. I will not complain too much. Do you want to talk about Kepa, or do you want to start about from whatever angle you want to take it from? The Liverpool, you can say the Liverpool-Chelsea pre-game war. You go ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, Coach.
Hey, Bobby.
I know that you delayed me coming on because you know that I am out for war.
And more importantly, I don't like you.
Against the Liverpool trolls. Listen, you know, the amount of trolls that you have here from Liverpool, or rather Liverpool fans, is an example of the panic and the type of people they are. Liverpool and Arsenal fans are made from the same stock. Arrogance, trolling, misinforming. This is their modus operandi. Liverpool started this issue. They inflated the price themselves and Arsenal for midfielders. Arsenal by dropping 105 for Declan Rice. Liverpool by dropping 111 for Caicedo. We've responded because Caicedo has looked you in the eye and told you he doesn't want you. He came to Brighton, looked them in the eye, and said he wants to go to Chelsea. Deal with it. Lavia has not looked anybody in the eye and said he doesn't want them. You're inventing stories. Fine, if it
Mm.
makes you feel better, that's okay. If it's your coping mechanism, that's okay. But Liverpool came to Chelsea trying to flex financial muscle, and they found it didn't work. You don't have more money than Chelsea. And their fans are now creating stories. FFP, Lavia wants us, yada, 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 yada. Nobody gives a rat's ass. It is what it is. The
You love
deal,
Seinfeld, huh?
the bid has gone in. There's discussion going on
Love it, Bobby. Love it,
with
mate.
Brighton. Yeah. And by the end of the day, the announcements will be made. Lavia has told nobody where he wants to go. I think he will go where the agreement is. There's a guy that put out something here asking who announces the player that they haven't signed. Well, Liverpool were announcing players they haven't signed. They were announcing players they hadn't even discussed with. They were booking medicals without talking to the player. Of course, he doesn't want you. Who's going to want to go to a place that is that dictatorial, that cocky, that sure of themselves? I don't even know why you bother trolling all these spaces, trying to pump all your misinformation. Nobody believes you. Nobody cares about you. It is what it is. Chelsea are doing their deals, whether you like it or not. Go and bribe your Sky Sports and Talk Sports and Anthony Taylors and all these things you do. You're still going to be who you are. And that's all there is to it. As far as the other issues are concerned, Coach, in terms of Kepa and Real Madrid, well, it doesn't surprise me. We did talk on the last space that Real Madrid will probably make a move, and if Kepa sees the opportunity, he'll take it with both hands. And I just say, well, good, because one of the things we've always wanted to do is get him off our wage bill. What we're trying to do is restructure our wage bill as
Yeah.
much as is reasonably possible and save the big incomes for the big stars, the real
Real
ballers.
stars, not Sterlings.
Exactly. So if Kepa gets off the
Stars, not
wage bill,
stores.
yeah, I mean, if Kepa gets off the wage bill, we know that we have, apart from that, we still have Chilwell. Yes, well, you can say he kind of earns his bracket, and it's not like super wages.
Mhm.
Reece James, well, he's our captain, and when he's fit, he earns that bracket, and he's not super wages. And the only other problem we have is Sterling and of course the ones that are still going to go
Mm.
that aren't even in the squad. People like Lukaku, Ziyech, Hudson-Odoi, Malang Sarr to a lesser extent, but these are all wages we want off the wage bill.
Well,
Sterling is
Bobby,
a so
how much is Chilwell on? Do you know?
Chilwell's on about, I think it's about 150 thereabout.
After his new contract, you can say he's one of the top earners.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
I
on
wasn't
about
aware.
150.
Mm.
I think Reece James on about 170, something like that.
Yeah, these are not
I'll Google it again.
astronomical. Yeah,
They're not astronomical, but what Chelsea's trying to do is have a starting wage with a squad less than 100k, and then they can increment as the squad improves, wins things, and as they gain in years in the team.
yeah.
And
But
remember,
Bobby,
these are performance-related incomes,
yeah,
in that you can still get money on top with prizes you win and
yeah.
with game time and your fitness. So it
Is
makes sense.
Chilwell's 170 without European football or with European football?
No,
I don't
these
think
are
did he sign the new contract under the new owners?
I think he signed an extension under the new
Yeah,
owner.
under the new owners.
So
That's right. It was under the new owners.
so he will have that sort of reward-based contract.
Incentivized, yeah.
But
Okay.
Reece James hasn't signed an extension under the new owners, in my memory, and neither has Sterling, and of course the likes of Ziyech and all that. Reece James, nobody's going to debate Reece James' income. I think he will earn that. Sterling,
let's bring it back to Caicedo, Bobby. To Caicedo, where we're at,
Right, Caicedo, the situation is quite simply this. I do believe that 115 is either on the table or is going on the table. All I know is what's the time? It's about 1 o'clock UK time. So I believe it's on the table. And what the discussion is, as you rightly said, is structuring the deal. Now, the funny thing about it, yet again, Liverpool has set this tone. They set the tone in that they don't want to walk away. They want to keep the pressure up, keep the price up, and sit there. So the structure that they have put in place for the 111 that they've dropped is the structure that's there. So Chelsea will just simply say, okay, we'll drop 115 and follow Liverpool's structure that you agreed to. You see what I'm saying? So the only thing left, I think...
But how about this aspect, Bobby? We saw something that's saying Chelsea's biggest problem or hurdle right now, or you can say obstacle to negotiate, is the fact that Liverpool has refused to pull out of the deal.
It's not an obstacle at all. It's not. They can sit there as long as they like. If
It's
a
a
player
mute
doesn't
point.
want you, it means nothing. We've had that experience. Last summer, we went for what's his name? The guy from Leeds. What's his name? The winger from Leeds.
Rafinha.
Now, we had a full agreement with Leeds, everything in place. We dropped the money on the table. Rafinha said no, he wants to honor his agreement with Barcelona. There was we could increase the money, stand on our heads, do whatever, talk to Rafinha, just like Liverpool did. They spent a whole day trying to dissuade Caicedo and his people. They said no, we want to honor our agreement. And just like Rafinha told us, no, they want to Barcelona. And so we didn't get off the table. We sat there in the background. They did their deal, arranged with Barcelona. Once it was all settled, Barcelona just took their player. This is the same situation. So there's nothing they can do. They can increase the money to 800 million. And Brighton could say, yes, okay, give us your 800 million. If Caicedo says, no, I want Chelsea, end of story. End of story. You know, this is it's not slavery.
No, I know that aspect. That the report I'm referencing, just quickly, if you don't mind, apologies, Bobby. The report I'm referencing, I think I have it on the screen. Just I'm having a bit of an issue with my number one screen here, saying that dictates how much we can come in with, and Brighton is okay, we're ready. Because something Roger did mention yesterday, the three parties involved in the process. Yeah, that's the selling club, buying club, and the players' camp has to come to an agreement. So now that the report I'm trying to reference here is saying that since Liverpool hasn't pulled out, then Brighton will be looking for something that we match Liverpool's offer or go beyond it before they start listening.
We've done that. We're past that stage.
Have we really? I didn't know.
Well, my understanding is, because if you're reading these reports and you believe these reports, then you should believe the report saying that 115 million has been proposed. It's all the same speculative thing.
You just rapped right now.
Sorry?
You just rapped lots of rhymes there. But go ahead. I liked it.
Well, you know, it's the same, you know, it's the same principle. It's the same premise. You can't believe one thing and disbelieve another. If we are believing what's out there, then we should believe that the 115 million, which I do believe actually, is on the table. Now, it's no longer about, oh, Liverpool have bid this, you should bid the same or better. That's been done. They're talking of structuring the deal. And what I think the sticking point is, where Liverpool do come in, is that Liverpool had set up a structure for what they wanted to pay, which was agreed, which is probably the same structure Chelsea have come with what we want to pay, saying, well, you agreed this, why don't we go along the lines of what you agreed? Now, what Brighton might say is, look, you're offering this increment, and we want an increment in down payment. So that's where discussions is. And that to me is not that big a deal. It's just a little bit of, okay, how much more down payment do you want from us? Knowing how greedy Brighton are, they will go for the peak amount and Chelsea will try and bring it down. Listen, all Chelsea have been trying to do is bring sanity to the price. The guy is not worth this price. He's overpriced. Liverpool brought inflation. We always tried to bring it less than 100 million. They came in with the big I am, we've got the money, and they dropped big money. Now we're in big money territory. Just like Arsenal and Rice. No negotiation. You want 105, they drop the big money. We have the money, big I am, big I am. All you're seeing from Liverpool now and their fans is ego. They're in the mud. They've mugged themselves off. And they're going around trying to say, oh, FFP. Instead of just humble yourself, shut up, sit back, and see what happens. And just take it.
All right.
You know, like we did. I just want to drop one final bit. Like we did with the Rafinha deal. We went quietly, we dropped our money on the table. We weren't raising our shoulders, oh, we've dropped big money. We just sat there quietly. When the deal was done, we just backed off. We said not a word. We didn't have Chelsea fans trolling Barca sites or going around trying to spread all this and that and the other. And Barca at that time were doing some very dodgy things. They were triggering financial livers left, right, and centre. So I don't know. I think by the end of the day, there's got to be an announcement.
Roger, you wanted to say something before I catch up? It's becoming too long. Again, bring in DJ, even though I don't like him. Go ahead.
Yeah, very briefly. I believe FFP is not pertinent because of the fact we've raised over £200 million in sales this window.
You can argue majority of that went into account balance in the books.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We needed to have raised 200 million to clear us from FFP. So that's been achieved and counting, indeed.
It's sour grapes, Roger.
Indeed. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, thank you. Let me catch up now. How will Lavia and Caicedo fit along with Enzo? Either of the two can play alongside Enzo in a double pivot. You could say in a situation where we need an 8, I wouldn't mind playing in just like the same thing that I believe somebody like what's his name, the Italian who won us now coaches Lazio, the sort of thing he did with N'Golo Kante, play him further forward. The defending can start there. There's more to Caicedo's game. There's more to Lavia's game. Both can play as an 8, actually. Lavia, for me, in my opinion, if you ask me, he has the qualities that he actually he can execute the 10 role. I see him more of an offensive player than he is a defensive player, but that's just my opinion. We're moving from that. What else do we have here? We need Caicedo, John Apau. I think I agree with you. We will deal the Arsenal challenge. No problem. Okay, just having a conversation. They can Sterling play as a 10. Yep, I think he's played there too. And I've seen my friend Tyrone Sajiva suggest that. I think, yeah, it makes sense. They can play as a 10, but do I think he's well equipped? Even though he's played there before, do I think he's well equipped enough? To me, he's not the ideal candidate for that position. We can do better. As Chelsea, we need a traditional 10, established 10 maybe, for lack of a better term. Bobby hitting us with the difficult words today. Bobby, so to speak. Modus operandi. Watch out, Jerry Z. You think Jerry cannot match Bobby? Jerry, we call him Shakespeare for one reason, and you know. Lavia is no longer 50 million, by the way, at Liverpool fans are here. Good luck beating 70 million. And the two remains, if we're able to get the Caicedo deal over the line, anybody that wants Lavia will have to pay premium if you pull out. It's as simple as that, because they know you're desperate. You're coming to them because, you didn't succeed on the other side. You went to the other store and they don't have it, so we're the only ones that have it. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, wait for him. Keep waiting. The chat field is what today. Liverpool folks have invaded our space today. That's why, listen, leave them. They provide value. As long as they stay civil, leave them. But if they become abusive, then that's when you remove them. Ban them if you want to. We need a Drogba and he left. We needed Drogba and he left. We needed Lampard and he left. We needed Hazard and he also left. Okay, Chelsea leaves on. Stop begging for players. Keep our head high. 12th, a small thing, or a trophy cabinet. Let's see, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 156 likes. Looks like we're going to get to 200 as soon as possible. Let's make that happen. Only one club has been accepted, not Chelsea. Okay, keep dreaming there. Let's see what happens. Liverpool fans here, I tell you this, your board give it everything, and that's life. I like that one, really. I really do like that one. I appreciate you. Will them really come to Chelsea? I think they will. They can. There's a chance also they go to Liverpool. I have to be objective here. We have Brighton's mother-in-law. Oh, please don't get me to research again. Okay, this brother is arguing here. Liverpool and Brighton agreed on a deal. Southampton haven't accepted Chelsea's bid yet either. Okay, I'm not sure. I wasn't there. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I think you are wrong. Chelsea started it off due to the 48 million bid for Lavia. And specifically, if you're talking about Lavia, you can say it was also, that caused the hike in its price. But there's no hike yet because we went in with a particular fee or something above how much Liverpool were willing to pay. But that's, by the way, we move on. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. This says, yes, it's confirmed. Kepa has gone for 30 million. I haven't seen that anyway, but I'll check on my update screen here. And Satoshi says, any news on Kepa Arrizabalaga? You just hear it there. I'm sure you're looking on the screen there saying that he's gone for 30 million. I just heard he will join Real Madrid on loan. And it will be with an obligation. I think I did see something similar to that. Where's the source? That this bid has been submitted. Where's the source? Well, again, confirming anything anybody in the chat has said today. So yeah, you were joking. Okay, I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I'm gonna scroll past quite a lot so we can move on, and I'll try to get your subsequent contribution in the chat here. Apologies to all of you if I scroll past what you have. As much as I'd like to interacting with you, there's so much in the chat that if I keep reading that and that alone, that'd be the only thing we'll do for the rest of the day. Karma, Chelsea fans, whatever happens, we are always blue. Yeah, the sky will always remain blue. That's how I like to put it. Keep dropping the lights on the stream. If Liverpool don't spend that money now on other players, your fans better turn on them hard. Let's see what else we have here. There's a lot of serious fighters going on in the chat here. Caicedo is trying to get out of the slums. Why would he return to them? Yeah. Wow. That's some words there from some Liverpool fans there. Coach Money fans, money to you to Chelsea Blue fans needed to keep remembering. Remind what are the debt for Chelsea. Imagine you are Bali buying $1 billion business and the previous owners cleared the debt. A huge relief, in my opinion. Another episode of Everybody Hates DJ Coach. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll say. Yeah, I don't like DJ, and that's why I have not given him the opportunity to speak. That's what the narrative you're trying to push right now. Keep the DM situation to the young players that we have already bought needed to get minutes, or their career will suffer. That's why most likely some of them will go out alone. But that's why I'm going to move on. DJ, I'm going to come to you. You have the floor. I just have to give you the opportunity. I don't want you to sue me if you're there.
Hola, DJ.
Big up.
Much love, brother. I appreciate
everyone in the comments. Now, listen. I've just heard everything Bobby has said. This is one of the reasons why I don't know what more to add to what Bobby just said, because everything he has said, including to the Liverpool fans as well, is 150% correct.
Shocking,
and
right?
all we've heard since this whole... It's shocking, mate. It's shocking. And
no, shocking that you agree with Bobby. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I always... No, brother. No, because look, 9 times Bobby always talks sense all the time.
Yeah.
But just going back to the Lavia thing, I just want to say one thing. They're saying Chelsea started this thing off with Lavia. They didn't. Liverpool actually went in with a £39 million offer for him, or £40 million offer, and Southampton turned it down. They actually came out and said they want near enough 50 million for him. So Chelsea obviously went and tried with a £48 million bid. It was turned down. Yeah. So now Chelsea have gone in with an improved offer of 50 million for Lavia, and the deal has all of a sudden been with add-ons, which I think is going to go up to 55 million. Okay, which they've agreed on. So when people say that Chelsea started this off, no, they did not. As Liverpool started off and they just bidded their own price for a player that they should have known that Southampton already put a price down saying this is what they want for him. Going back to the Caicedo situation, I think what Liverpool fans are not understanding here is that they can't accept rejection. The players literally rejected them. He doesn't want to go there. He's always said.
Do you accept rejection? If you're being honest, you accept rejection.
No, I don't, brother. I don't. But this is what it's all coming down to. Liverpool fans are coming on here, giving you all this and that, brother. Yeah, giving you all this and that because Caicedo's literally come out and says he doesn't want to go there. He's given his word to Chelsea. He's now in Chelsea. The ball's now in Chelsea's court now to get this deal over the line. And from what I'm reading in the last couple of tweets that have been going on, it looks like 115 million is going to be the price for him. Okay, and that's the deal Chelsea are trying to agree on with Brighton at the moment. And I think that deal is going to be agreed. It just, like Bobby said, it's just going to be how they're going to do the instalments for the payments. So in terms of that, I don't doubt in my mind that Caicedo will be a Chelsea player. It's just when it's going to get done. So I'm not stressing or worrying about it anymore.
I think so too, DJ.
Yeah,
I really do.
Bobby. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not really stressing or worrying about things at the moment. And I'm letting Liverpool have their say and everything. I just want to remind Liverpool fans, they're going about Chelsea and money and this and that. Let's remember back in the 80s and 90s, Liverpool were the ones who started this all off. They used to go and buy players that were going to go and sign for other clubs. And yet they come in with bids and they take those players away. I remember David James, a prime example, the goalkeeper. We had a deal wrapped up for him when we signed him from Watford. Liverpool come along and they take the deal away. So when they talk about saying Chelsea and money, Liverpool started this all off back in the 80s and the 90s, yeah? So let's not go there and say it's all about the money. It's about the money because Liverpool started it all off. That's all I've got to say about that and Liverpool Football Club. And just going back to the whole Caicedo thing, yeah, I can't wait for that deal to get done. And very soon, hopefully, we will know by tonight.
Yeah, and just quickly here, Chimera is saying Shakespeare also is known for making up his own words. After all, the English language did not just emerge. Whatever language you speak today didn't just emerge. Somebody made up one of those words someday, and people liked it, and then it picked up. It became part of the language, and that's why every now and then you see new words added to the dictionary. I totally understand where you're coming from, and we should give Jersey a break, please.
You know what it is, gentlemen. Basically, Liverpool are stuck at the bar holding a strawberry daiquiri while their woman is leaving the bar with a guy wearing a Chelsea shirt.
Wow.
Don't be too harsh, Roger. Don't be too harsh because you're not too sure what's going to happen.
By the way, the strawberry daiquiri has a very foo-foo umbrella in it too.
Wow. That's not nice. I didn't say that.
God.
It's Saturday, it's not Sunday.
Roger, bruv.
Before I bring in Ty, thank you all for 168 likes. Let's keep the likes going up. I didn't say that. Let's see what we have here. The next item must be from a Liverpool fan. He said, "How much extra are you paying for Caicedo? 18 million last, now 115 million when it goes again when it goes in. I'm not too sure. We say Caicedo has signed for Liverpool. Yeah, congratulations, enjoy him. In the gym world, maybe that FFP that's everybody's talking about is trash. If you buy Enzo on 120 million, you actually pay him on 13 million a year till his contract ended, and on an account to FFP. That's how FFP works. Thank you for explaining that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 169 likes. Let's get it to 200 as soon as possible. Liverpool fans, please hit the like button too. If you're there and we enjoying your banter, at least you're keeping it civil. That's what I like. You can like the stream too, and you can go check out our sister channel called Soccer Perspective. There we'll talk about every football club. I think people look too much into these two clubs. Need to DM. There's only a few available, so of course they are going for the same targets. They're going for war for those two targets. And if we lose out because Liverpool paid 10 million more, then we are to blame. We have been talking to these dudes for 2 months now, 3 months actually. Kepa for 13 million, take it and run. Rumors are that we've taken that already, but I haven't seen anything that's reflective of that particular comment there. let's see what else we have. A request to Liverpool fans: please hit the likes, and please don't join back tomorrow where we stream on Caicedo being unveiled. Yeah, and that will happen during the show. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Why would you go to Liverpool? They are all leaving a sinking ship. Started with Mane. That will be there. It will finish, and you can say Salah will go to Saudi Arabia. Except if they refuse to sell him. We won't get both. We went for both in case one of them fails. That may well be the case, but I've been hearing for 1,000 years now that we want them both. Roger, please don't call me a vampire. It's a shame man staying at Napoli this summer. It looks like it. And if he's going to leave Napoli, I don't think it will be Chelsea. The Saudis has offered even more. De Laurentiis, he isn't willing to let him go. We did have an agreement with Caicedo, however, and usually when they start following clubs and players in social media, it isn't to set a date. What's that pronounced? Last attack or less attack? Oh, less attack. Yeah, I think that's the correct pronunciation there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Let's see anything else to address here. Otherwise, I'm going to get to the very bottom, please. There's quite a lot.
Forest just scored, coach.
Sorry?
Forest just scored.
So 2-1?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what happens. Mate, this was a 5 million player some years ago. Of course, the agent will try and make as much as possible. You can say you're talking about the SM agents that probably, I would say, argue took bribe and made sure he doesn't have any exit clause on his new contract. And that was those rats do. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. Anybody that I haven't said hello to here. I don't know if you have what's called Peacock. It's probably available in the US only. I'm not too sure. It's a paid service that there's no free. You can't get it free anywhere. Yeah, I understand what the question you're asking there. And Rito, nice to see you, brother. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. Hi, Coach. Been a while since the last time I got here. You were here. Okay, I heard from Sky Sports Chelsea will pay 55 million for Lavia, and rumors are that we've I agree personal terms with him, and the deal is close. Then Liverpool will tell you otherwise. Okay, thank you for saying that. Let's see what else we have here. We have Ty in the house. Ty, it's been a minute. I understand you're a very busy man, and that's understandable. Bills don't pay themselves are not there. But Ty, if you're there, go ahead. You have the floor. Talk about everything we've talked about today from whatever angle you deem fit. You have the floor if you're there.
Hey, Ty.
Okay, maybe he's waited too long and has to move away from his desk. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the reports here. Whenever Ty has the time, he can always come in. He's at home, so he's not too concerned. Just quickly here, we have this particular report here. Sky Sports News understands that the deal could be agreed for Moises Caicedo before Chelsea kick off their Premier League campaign against Liverpool tomorrow. I have a lot of people on the panel here who doesn't trust Sky Sports, but Roger, I'll start with you. Spill it. What do you make of it? You don't believe it? I know you start there. At least that's what I expect.
Yeah, I'm skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, until I see it officially announced, you know, or it's from a credible source that's quoting a credible source, then no, it's all foo-foo.
So you don't consider them. It's all what?
Foo-foo.
No, foo-foo is food, please, and I know this.
Yes. Rubbish.
No, fufu isn't rubbish. It's a good Nigerian meal, man. Don't do that.
Okay, I didn't know that. Sorry. I never heard of that before.
I'm dead. Oh my goodness.
I didn't know that. Sorry, Coach.
But no, I know you didn't know. It's just funny how you said I was. What? No, but thank you for saying that. Go ahead, Roger. That's hilarious, really.
The lads will tell you that it's even ESPN to a certain extent. When you listen to Stevie Nicol, when he talks about Liverpool with Caicedo, it's not even journalism. It's so much bias, inherent bias. At least he admitted it was biased, but unfortunately, when it comes to Sky Sports, there's a lot of former Man United and Liverpool players, and it's not even journalism. It's basically, it might as well be Liverpool, Man United's home station. It's pathetically biased, but it is what it is. There's nothing you can really do, sadly. But it needs to be more objective. But listen, I have no idea when this will transpire, will it finalize. Some people say it's going to be a week or two. Some people say it will be before we kick off. So who knows? It's just have to take it in stride.
Yeah, but I appreciate you. And if you're watching us on Twitter right now, on Twitter we have 9,652 views, 96 likes, 3 bookmarks, and 3 reposts. So if you're watching this live event on Twitter, please, if you haven't, follow us on Twitter to help us grow our Twitter followers. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That shows you like what you're seeing there. But thank you, Richard, for saying that. I'm going to go to another person I know that doesn't trust Sky Sports. I think I have the gang members here all against me, but Ty isn't available to speak. He's the only guy I know that will be on my side. But that's fine. Let me catch up with a bit of what we have in the chat and hold DJ a bit. So sad we have to pay 55 million for injury-prone players like him. If it is 20 million for Adams, I think that's okay. Really? Okay. And some people are arguing actually that Adams himself is injury-prone. So we need our next goalkeeper. Yeah, I think we need a new goalkeeper if Kepa leaves. Just remember, people, 1 game a week we can buy anyone in the upcoming window. So all business have to be done now. We cannot, so to speak, is that we cannot? Yes, apologies for reading that wrong. Let's say you want to wait for Caicedo for 10 years. Then wait for Caicedo for 10 years. And Phil is saying, why is it difficult to sort out Caicedo deal? Honestly, I wish I knew. If I knew, I'd tell you, but I don't know. Honestly, I have to be truthful to you. Chimera, having a conversation with Chimera there. I don't take anything personal, please. Again, people and let people express themselves, but I know DJ, you're a big boy, so you can handle that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. What do we have here? And Lawrence, Mr. Obasi. I am waiting to hear. Here we go on Caicedo, Ibo brother there. I appreciate you joining Obasi. Kepa, tell me, are you Chinedu Obasi's brother, the former Obuke, they call him in Enugu State when he played for the under-17? And then I think he played, was the German team and all that. Kepa to Madrid, almost done. The player has agreed personal terms. It's still not enough in for a bad loan or permanent deal. I don't think we'll let him go on loan with an option. If it has to be on loan, it has to be with an obligation to buy. And such that no matter how the loan deal turns out, you have to pay us. Blues for life. Thank you, Mr. Obasi. I appreciate you saying that. Yes, people, we are in no hurry. We hold all the cards. No worry. Don't be stressed. I think you could say that. Here we go. Caicedo just signed for 2030. Boom. We got this. Are you just giving us hope or are you joking? Let me see. If that's the case, I think somebody will share a tweet here. Okay, this... Yeah.
Does this mean Sanchez starts tomorrow? I dare say it does.
I think since Kepa is like even the fact that he's told the club he wants to leave. If he's done that, there's no one to confirm that's the case. And even if he's talking with any club, I don't think he starts.
Yeah, exactly.
In my opinion.
Which means Sanchez must be fit enough to play.
Yeah, I think he must be. And he joins on time. You can argue he's a goalkeeper. He doesn't need too much fitness and all that. Just to understand his teammates.
Doesn't need too much fitness. Wow.
Yeah, no, he doesn't that much. You could say infield players for what's the term I'm looking for? Outfield players. Yeah. So Fabrizio Romano reports that Galatasaray agreed terms with PSG for Leandro Paredes on Thursday, but the player currently favors a move to AS Roma. Paredes waiting for Roma and PSG to be in contact. He's Mourinho's type of player because he's able to orchestrate some delicious long balls. And so rumors were that we're interested in signing him. So that is just to clarify. I don't think we're interested in signing Paredes. How far of Badiashile and Broya from playing? I'm not too sure, but not too far from Badiashile. When is he going to be available? I think, let me highlight this so that I can we'll find out tomorrow during the previous show. I am John from Uganda, a cool John from Uganda. I appreciate you joining. You people told me Caicedo coming to Chelsea, and how good is he compared to Declan Rice? I'm not going to go into that. How close is he? There's no telling. But we hope that we get the deal over the line before tomorrow. But let me just tell you this. I have to be as honest as I can here. You see how we thought that he'd gone to Liverpool already, and there's no turning back, and we're all very angry, and we talked about it at length. Now people are saying that he's close to joining Chelsea and all that. Chances are he changes his mind and goes to Liverpool. So it's 50-50 right now. That's how I see it. Even though I'm confident, but if you like me to advise you on where I think we're at with that particular deal, I would say it's 50-50. But in my opinion, I know what I believe, and I'm not going to discuss that with you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Mitchell Boy finally joins us after streaming for 15 hours at that stretch. He's late, but lateness is greatness anyway. And if you haven't, go check out Mitchell Boy's YouTube channel by clicking on the three dots to the right of his name and go to channel. Please, you will not regret it. Always has good partners there, and he always loans players here. And I'm sure some of them are contemplating joining Mitchell Boy's channel on a permanent, but more importantly, he's a friend and a brother. I love him so much. I'm just joking. Go check out his channel. We'll grow together. That's what we do here. And Mitchell, share the link to your channel whenever you get time. Kepa could leave on loan to Real Madrid with an obligation. That's what I want to hear. I don't think Chelsea will risk letting him join Real Madrid with an option. Let's see what else do we have here. Anything else? I'm just going to scroll past quite a lot. Get here. Don't take it to heart, DJ. It's all fun and games. That's why, DJ, you see that. I knew Chimera isn't that sort of person that will mean to insult you. I actually rate most of it. Okay, you rate most of his takes, but the few you see as okay, that's natural, and I'm just laughing maybe to get you to fight with DJ, but I know that's not going to happen. It makes sense. You don't have to agree with everything he says, and he doesn't have to agree with everything you say. It's as simple as that. We have heaps of money. We just don't splash it around anymore. Yeah, we've changed, and I like that. Whatever floats your boat unruly, okay, whatever makes them happy, enjoy it. Let's see first. Okay, just I'm gonna come to DJ now. DJ, where do you wanna you seen the report on the screen? I'm guessing you don't trust. You don't
What's
trust,
this, bro?
You don't trust Sky Sports.
No, I was just when that person said about the deal, I just went on. It's actually just Sky Sports have just reported literally what we've already known, that they are trying to get this deal done. It's they're more or less reporting what I think what with most of the tier one journalists have been saying. So it's not new news for me. So I thought when somebody
But
said,
let me ask you this: do you trust them really? Do you trust them?
Who's Sky Sports?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff they say yes, some of the things no. As I say, I always try to go to the tier one journalists more because they usually get the news from them. But yeah, I mean, sometimes they are right with deals that they say as well. So I'm in the middle of both.
All the while with the Caicedo conundrum and Lavia, you can say drama. They've been right. All the stuff they've reported have all been correct. But go ahead. Even the other one you don't like too, is it TalkSport?
Yeah, TalkSport.
They were the first to start reporting that Liverpool had put in a bid, and we didn't believe them. It turns out they were correct. But go ahead, DJ. Sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, no, it's nothing. Not at all, bro. I mean, with TalkSport, they've always had it in. I think even Roger watched. I think even Bobby may watch him as well. Every time you hear TalkSport, whether it's on Jim White's show, whether it's whoever it is, there's always criticism towards Chelsea. They just don't like us. And and I think, and I was reading yesterday, a report went out yesterday by TalkSport, and I put a comment on it early this morning when they said, "Oh, Chelsea, Caicedo is only going to go to Chelsea because of the money, and they're going to kind of ruin the opportunity for Liverpool to get him." Again, this is utter nonsense. I mean, I don't understand why they would report that. Because if they really did their homework properly, they would know that Chelsea have been in for Caicedo we've been negotiating with Brighton for over 3 months now for this deal to get it
not
done.
objective.
In fact, since January.
DJ, they've been a Liverpool outlet for decades.
Yeah, 100%.
I used to be on
bro.
there. I used to have battles with people like Adrian
Bobby,
Durham.
I was hoping
Oh,
you're coming
God.
independently because I knew you will unload on them. Just wait. I'm waiting for you.
I've got
Go
long
ahead.
history with them. They are a Liverpool outlet, just like Sky Sports is a little bit of a Liverpool Man United outlet.
Yeah, go ahead, DJ. Before we let
the
Bobby
only
unload on
person
Sky
who
Sports.
I was going to say, sorry, I was going to say the only person who I actually, there's two people on that channel that I rate that give Chelsea the high. So that's obviously because he's Chelsea through and through, he's a blue. And the other one, would you believe, is Simon Jordan. Because every time a situation comes in, he's always sticking up for Chelsea. And I've noticed that with him every time I hear him. Jim White is the one that always seems to go
Sam
against Chelsea.
a little bit. Who is a Chelsea fan?
And he's supposed to be a Chelsea fan.
He's a Scottish guy.
Yeah. I don't know if he's Scottish. I'm not sure if he's Scottish, but yeah, he is a Chelsea fan, Sam Matterface. But he's another one that criticises Chelsea. And then you've got those two guys. Is it Hawksey and Jacob? That guy's supposed to be another Chelsea fan. He also puts us down as well. Have you heard him as well?
No, he's no Chelsea fan. Hawksby and Jacobs,
Roger.
Adrian Durham, they're all brown.
Go ahead, Bobby. We're listening.
No, mate, that's
They're not. They're so anti-Chelsea. It's vomit worthy. They just come up. What really upsets me about these outlets is the covert way with which they attack Chelsea. It's not like ordinary fans that get emotional and say things on the fly. Maybe something's happened and they're just talking off the top of their head. This is premeditated and planned. It's so meticulously planned. They drop stories to sow poison, seeds of negativity, especially when it comes to finances and all that sort of thing. It is done with intent, and that's what gets me so angry, because it's premeditated stuff.
Wow, there's some words there. Let me catch up with a bit of what we have there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. What do we have? I've read that one. And Mitchie Boy says he needs 4 more subscribers to get to 600 subscribers. Let's make it happen for him if you're a Chelsea fan. Bali, is it cooking or what's that? What emojis that? I'm not so sorry, but nice to see you more importantly. And 5 subs lost. It happens. It happens sometimes. Some people join, and next time, I'm not going to tell you how many I've lost at the same time in a day, but it happens. Please pop over and subscribe. It's Michi, King of the Wafflers. Wow. Here's the link to his channel. Go subscribe. Let's him help him get to 600 subscribers as soon as possible. I love Chelsea the best. I appreciate you saying that. Let's see what more we have. Chimera says, I will say it here first. Nottingham getting relegated. Wow. Some comment there. Net spend is something. It's something that exists. First year was a disaster. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. I am a Liberian. I love Chelsea the best. My brother from a West African brother. Okay, let's see what JD has to say here. Of course, it's about the money. Come on now, not for football reason. It is a Brighton source told me it's almost double the contract. Hence, the agent is driving it. Okay, let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. Just entered. Okay, up. Welcome. If you just entered. What else do we have here? This says from Glenn 10. I'm happy, Glenn. The fact that you stayed, you find the time to join us and stay this long really shows that you're recovering, and I'm happy for you. Besides what happened to club saying paying that much money for a player is insane, and he won, and he wouldn't be a part of it. What happened to that? And he changed his stance. He's agreed that maybe he made a mistake when he said that. Good day to you too, Supreme Court. I hope you're doing well. Must be why I see a lot of FSG out. You can argue that. And Mr. Apple, any update for the lovely club of Chelsea on transfer Caicedo and Lavia? We're hoping to get both deals over the line. Will it happen? I cannot guarantee you that because I do not know. Good morning to you too, Courtney, everyone. Blessings to everyone Hope you're all doing well. I do hope you're doing well too. I appreciate you joining in. Thanks to all of you in the chat. We have how many likes in total? 184 likes, 60 more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. And if you're following us, if you're following the show on Twitter, please be sure to take a second to drop a like on the stream for us. You can like it on Twitter and also follow us. Would really appreciate that. Let's see anything else about Chelsea here. They're having a serious, those in the chat are having a serious conversation about about Liverpool and Chelsea. So let's see, nothing, if anything new has emerged. We just have to adjust what we have on the screen here. Just give me anything. 1 second here. Let me see what we have there. Okay, after that one, we go to this report here from Fabrizio Romano. He first reporting on this one here. Says Chelsea are increasingly confident to get Caicedo deal done on Saturday after positive talks with Brighton. That's a key word, key phrase there. Positive talks with Brighton tonight and more to follow next hours. Official bid on Saturday, that's today, won't be less than Liverpool's 110 million pounds bid. So we will match that, or maybe you can say topple it. Chelsea dream remains clear. Moises Caicedo at the bridge on Sunday. And this is just an update after the other one. He says official final day ahead. Caicedo also tonight has been clear with Brighton. Let me highlight that for those Liverpool fans in the chat. Caicedo has been clear with Brighton as he was with Liverpool, because the report yesterday talks about how during lunchtime he told Liverpool clearly and that his preferred destination is a Chelsea Football Club. So this is saying Caicedo also tonight has been clear with Brighton as he was with Liverpool at lunchtime yesterday. He wants to be sold to Chelsea Football Club, and that means a lot. I get it. Brighton doesn't have to sell. They can just decide, no, we're selling to the highest bidder. That's if Liverpool comes in with something much more than we're willing to pay. And then, the whole thing will stagnate. Okay, that's, by the way, I don't know anybody wants to add to that one, or should we talk about the potential Trevor Chalobah transfer to Liverpool? I don't know. You guys are there? Okay, anybody there? Okay, yeah. Everybody probably taking a tea break.
Sorry, Coach, did you call me?
No, I was ask anybody. Anybody can come in. If you want to let your Gamben Barrow start, fine. Or if you want to go on, go ahead.
Okay,
no, sorry, Coach. I was switching.
Just here. We can talk about the importance of him reiterating that he only wants to come to Chelsea, and I see just the same thing. He's telling Brighton the same thing he told Liverpool, that he wants to be sold to Chelsea. That's huge. I get it. If you want to elaborate, talk more the importance of that, fine.
As I said before, Moises Caicedo and his agents and his team have looked Liverpool in the eye. They had the decency and respect to pick up the phone when Klopp kept phoning him, who he's now blocked, by the way. Pick up the phone and say, look, we are not interested in you. We want Chelsea. They said it plain. Dropped the phone, picked up the phone, called Brighton. We don't want to go to Liverpool. We want to join Chelsea. Period. Then, then Bowley and Egbali, who have now got involved, contacted him, said, okay, son, chill in your hotel. We've got your bills and everything. We'll cover you. Let's go talk to Brighton. This is where we are. So all this other stuff coming out is just sour grapes. They are trying to, like they always do. Liverpool, this is what they're about. They will gaslight, they will spin, they will propaganda. They will do all these things to try and manipulate a situation. They came for us in this. They shouldn't have even come to the party, but they came all, shoulders up in the air, doing the big I am, dropping 111 million after telling the world and his wife they don't have any money, insulting other clubs for paying over 100 million. Now they've mugged themselves off. We don't even have to really reply to them. They've mugged themselves off. And you know what makes it even worse? Not only does this player not want them, and probably Lavia doesn't want them either. That's why they're spreading the rumors that he doesn't want anybody, is that they've now exposed to the world that they have this 100 million to burn. So they're not going to get any more cheap players. Think about it. They come for anybody worth having. They're gonna treat them like they treat people like Chelsea,
They
Man
showed their
City,
hand.
Man United, and they're going to add some tens upon the proposals. They can't go back to Southampton with a 50 million bid for Lavia. They're going to turn around and say, no, we want 60 now, especially as Chelsea have bid 55. So they've shot themselves in the foot because of their ego and their propaganda and their media control. And that move for Caicedo was a bad, stupid move. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. But we are where we are. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is indeed. 201 likes. You people are absolute legends. I appreciate you all. Much less respect to you all. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. And beyond that, let me see what else we have in the chat. And Roger, if you want to come in, you can go ahead. Supreme Court said increasingly confident is what we heard on Wednesday. Just get it done. It's not that simple, honestly. Brighton what they want, and we can't just you can say succumb and say, yeah, what do you want? We'll do it. But I get it. Everything sounds like they're recycled. He doesn't want to learn another language. Who's he talking about this time now? This is so exciting. Ruthless, big. I appreciate you joining, Mr. Ruthless. I like your name. I appreciate you. And it looks like this is your first time here. Please, I'd really appreciate it if you can consider joining if you enjoy what you're seeing. NJ, he said Caicedo is being driven by his agent and the big money. Oh yeah, football is a job he does for a living. Football is how he puts food on the table for his family. So I don't blame him. Lavia is also coming to CFC. And if you don't like that, drink water. Drink wine. Say his name correctly. His name changed to drink wine after he joined Chelsea. Chelsea till I die. Nice to see you. Big up to you too, brother. Much love to you. Big up, coach, and the chat of the Chelsea. Ruthless. Big up. Are you somebody? You sound like you've been here before. Or apologies, maybe you changed your name, and I'm not. You can say I don't recall who you are, but apologies. Mustafa Ozair, this deal is delaying for my liking. I think it's all crossed very tense indeed. We're all sitting at the edge of our seats, and hopefully the outcome will be something we've been craving for. Big up, Mitchell boy. Let's see. We'll see who the mocks are again at the end of the season. Yeah, maybe I agree with you on that one. And I like it that you're being civil. You're not being abusive. So you're welcome. And please make sure to go check out our sister channel. And if you want to be on the panel where we talk about every other football club, you're welcome to hit me up via Twitter. Did I miss a beautiful games comment here? Did I by any chance miss him? I don't want him to sue me because, well, we are. Did I miss any of his comments? Where is it? I may have. Maybe probably wasn't a mistake. Probably was intentional because I don't like you. The beautiful game. Much love to you, brother. Respect to you. Always nice to see you. Apologies if I missed any of your comments there. I didn't see it, and I've scrolled backwards, and I didn't see any. And Keyshawn, Arsenal fans are killing. They're killing her fans, and I know Chelsea fans will help them achieve that. You can say, oh my goodness. But nice to see you, Keyshawn. I hope you're doing well. Just arrived like Thanos. Yeah. He wants to take over the world and turn it to something he likes. Yeah, that's how he arrives. Late in the box, maybe, to use his own language. Let the banter flow. Beautiful game is here. Yeah. Let him deal with the Liverpool fans in the chat. Liverpool should sign Danny drink water or red wine for all I care. Where is he actually? But that's not my business. This is a lie. Why was he in Liverpool? He was never. He didn't go to Liverpool. And why hasn't Liverpool withdrawn the bid yet? Because they still have hopes. They've been trying to convince him. Obinna Wokoma, how is the situation for the transfer, Mr. Wokoma? Nobody's quite sure what's going on there. King Mo, big up, Coach King Mo. How long? It's been a minute, but more importantly, I hope you're well. I appreciate you joining today. I think we'll get both Caicedo and Lavia potential deal done today. I hope so that we can continue with the fight there. No, he just came in swinging with Bahamas. Let's see. Liverpool, drink water. Yeah, let them go get those players. But thank you for saying that, Mr. Troublemaker. Who banned a black man? Did anybody ban him? I'm not sure who that is, but I'm not going to even read that. Big up, coach. I forgot my manners. Just go away. Big up to you two. We are Chelsea, and we're still the dealer of Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia. That's Ukraine Nyimba. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I don't like mispronouncing people's names. And half the chat disappeared. Yeah, maybe they can't stand the fight. Maybe nobody banned you. If they banned you, I wouldn't be seeing you. Maybe you use too many. Caps and somebody blocked you. We don't even block rival fans here. As long as you keep it civil, banter is welcome. Always welcome, believe me. If we get both players, we are going to play in a 4-3-3 structure. You can argue that Enzo centrally flanked by what's his name, Caicedo and Lavia. I think it makes sense. A good argument there. A little timeout don't hurt anybody. It's just a way of telling you learn something there. Who hasn't spoken about this particular report there? Anybody on the panel? Oh, Roger. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't allow you to speak. Go ahead, brother.
Well, which topic are we talking about?
So I've gone too long that you do stuff.
No. Are you talking about Lavia? Yeah.
No, we're talking about this on the screen that Moises Caicedo has made it clear to both Liverpool and Brighton that he wants to be sold. He wants to be sold to Chelsea. That's huge. I know we've talked about that, but it's still there. You can say that's the reason why we actually still have a chance. But if you don't want to talk about that, we're fine.
No, I think it's all been covered. We covered it even yesterday. It's player power. You know, it's what they call free agency. So he has the right to decide his future, and obviously the buying and selling parties both need to agree on a fee that is commensurate to what they evaluate this player as. So this is what's transpiring. Yeah, we're fortunate in that regard that this gentleman has kept to his word, which is not the norm nowadays. So it's refreshing.
Yeah, that hardly happens.
No, it's refreshing. So
it is.
From a supporter's perspective, there's nothing better than to hear this, and you appreciate that more. And I think he'll be a huge fan favorite if and when he does sign for Chelsea. He really will be.
So, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, and I must say the fact that you can say he chose to keep his words. That's a reflective of the fact that he's a nice person. You can say,
character matters, coach.
Yeah, character matters. It does. Yeah.
This goes a long way, and I'm sure with people like Silva and James, etc. You know, this is important. You don't want bad apples like the woolly mammoth. You want, it's all well and good. You know, possessing, purchasing, growing, nurturing these great talents, but you also, you need it's a team sport. It's not an individualistic sport per se. So you want people to mesh, to sync together, to be on the same page in many aspects of life, whether it be morally, ethically, just it's refreshing. And you see a lot of the successful teams, it's not just because they're the most talented, it's because they have the drive, they have the desire, the mutual respect, etc. It's the whole enchilada, as they call it. So that's important.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good when it comes to the transfer. CFC is the best. Thank you, Leon, Peter. I appreciate that. JD says if the player himself did not want to come, Klopp would have made the team or would draw the beat. But maybe he still hopes he can convince them to choose Liverpool over Chelsea. That's how I see it, brother. Big up to you, big up to you too. Looking forward to some actual football tomorrow. What's your score prediction? We'll do that during the match preview tomorrow, because we do that I think about 6 hours earlier before the game proper. Yeah, if you think maybe if you use the crosswords, that's probably the reason why you were banned. Let's see what else we have here. No, we're not just responding to you. Where's that tweet though? I don't see it on Fab's page. What tweet? Did anybody mention Pat? Did anybody mention what's his name, tweeting anything? And this says, please subscribe to the sister channel where even you can say Scousers are welcome. Scousers, is that Scousers? What's the word there? Scousers. Okay, yeah. I don't even know what that means. That's the first time I see somebody.
So that's a slang expression for what do you call it? For a Liverpudlian. It's like a soup that's actually a German dish. And it was a lot of German sailors used to, Liverpool is a port city. And so if you want technically to go back, it's like, and ever since then, for I don't know how many years ago, it was like a Scouser, meaning that you're a Liverpudlian.
This says, yeah, please do subscribe. We'll see you there. We're still recruiting panelists. Chelsea Headhunters on the cover in here. Yeah, this is a Chelsea channel dedicated to Chelsea news and all that. Open welcome message to Moises Caicedo. Is he a Chelsea player now? Not yet. Okay. I'm gonna move on. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. How close it is? Nowhere to tell, Mr. Minds. There's no way to tell. We just believe in everything. So yeah, you were timeout probably because you use crossword there. Corona is not the player, it's his agent who is messing around. If he does a sign for Chelsea, where will all these players you've got play, especially when they aren't in Europe? They go out on loan. That works. That was 100% guaranteed. If Caicedo himself has said he doesn't want to go to Liverpool, club would pull out. No, the rumors are you spent the whole day yesterday trying to convince him to choose Liverpool over Chelsea, but that didn't happen. Trying to get below 100 million for months and then buying him for way over that mission failed successfully. Wow, what a way to put it. Says, bro, you need to combine your names or really, combine them both. It will sound good. It will be a 4-1 win for CFC. Although I want CFC to smash Liverpool, a 4-1 will be something okay. You're really triggering them. I might have to now. Thanks for the suggestion. Let's see what else we have here. We have Ty in the house. Appreciate you joining, Ty. If you're watching, yeah, big up, brother. Click the 3 dots to Ty's name. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. Let's help him get there as soon as possible. Sorry? 64 away, 64. And that's not too much. Yeah, we can actually help him do that. He has
63. Sorry? I just got another one. 63.
Okay, good. So he needs just that's a few. We can help him get there. Click the 3 dots to his name. Click on go to his channel and then subscribe. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Doom, Mr. Doom, we love a Scouts of Meltdown. Wow, some comment there. Luton Town has some good players. They foul mouthed. De Zerbi needs his ego shredded this season. Wow, some comments. Once Caicedo comes in, I think it's bye-bye to Gallagher. Heartbreak for Bobby. Okay. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes will go a long way. Good afternoon. Immortal Techniques. Good afternoon to you too. I know that was a typo, but I'm just kidding anyway. It happens to all of us. Let's see. I knew you meant good afternoon, but that happens to all of us. I have to be honest. The beautiful game. All rival fans will receive a customary timeout just to welcome you, to let you know, don't feel at home. Just, just participate and keep it civil. I love that one. You are welcome. Yep. What else do we have here? Caicedo still close after this Brighton game. You heard it here first. Okay, let's see. So Ty, you can come in now. You have the floor. The Caicedo situation. What do you make of it? What do you think is going to happen? Go for it. Shoot for it.
Hello, Ty.
Big up,
We lose
big
him?
up to the panel. Big up.
Big up, Ty. Big up, Ty.
Yeah. I mean, I for one can say that I 100% believe that Liverpool are gonna get Caicedo done yesterday, and a lot. It's
I'd
probably
be
one of
lying
the-
if I didn't think that was going to be the case too.
Yeah, it's one of those sagas that it makes me see football as the gift that keeps on giving. On the pitch and off the pitch, always have these dramatic moments, last ditch efforts and things like that, and everything about it is just intense. I've never seen, or I can't remember a transfer that has ever been so drama filled and so entertaining, because right now it's not that open. It's not really a case where Liverpool are out of it completely. They could still try to persuade the player, even though he's supposedly said that he only wants Chelsea, and Chelsea still have to make a bid that Brighton will accept. And obviously that is the narrative that you're getting, that Chelsea will be making a supposed 150 million bid. So at the end of the day, it's really intense. I personally thought that all of this could have been avoided if now they're just going to decide to make a bid of that magnitude. I really don't see the logic behind it, because you knew what the valuation was, and yes, you don't want to give in to the selling club, or let them look at you, and then in the future you try to sign players, and they use that as a way to get you to pay for a player that you think you need, or you have a great desire to get. But for me, I mean, if he comes to Chelsea, then, because I mean, to do what he's done, it's hilarious, because I was looking at Twitter and I saw the amount of Liverpool fans saying that, oh, Chelsea have bottled it, and beautiful. It's classical Chelsea, and Liverpool Chelsea, right before Liverpool Chelsea's game, the first Premier League game for both of them. It's football. It's classic football. You never know what to expect, and it's filled with surprises. So, I mean, if you get Caicedo, fantastic. He's a player that I think would help the team very much. I think Enzo would do well with having a player like Caicedo there to reduce that pressure off him as a six, because I think he deserves to be able to display that offensive side of him, the side that makes him Enzo Fernandez, and one of the reasons why Chelsea had the interest that they had in him. But yeah, it's drama, and it continues, but nothing's really done right now, so anything can still happen. And until the players hold up the shirts, as you should do, just don't think anything is done, because with the whole Adams thing, it's crazy. There's a lot of drama surrounding the transfer market, but that's why it's not over until it's over. And August still has a couple more days in it, and obviously a lot can change. There's a lot of things happening on Chelsea's side right now, if I don't want to really expound on too much.
Roger, I'm going to start you on this one. And DJ, if you want to come in anytime, you can always come in. Don't wait for me, because you should know I don't like you that much, so we'll probably never call you. Roger, let's say Liverpool's persistent. The persistence at this point is driven by, I don't know what would be the most suitable word, driven by their ego or pride of the club, or you say the size of the club.
It's irrelevant,
even after the boy has said, the kid has said, I don't want you.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, you think?
Yeah, because they're still at the bar holding that strawberry daiquiri, aren't they? Too soon.
But I know you understand my question, right?
Roger, bro.
So
Listen,
what you think that's the only reason why they're still there? Just to prove a point. That's
they're
not
Liverpool. They're red.
Not to, they're Liverpool. They don't want to walk away. You can say just
It's irrelevant.
pull out his shame. Yeah, but go ahead.
Coach, it's Liverpool. They're red. It's a strawberry daiquiri for sure. It's not a pina colada. I'm joking. Listen, no. To answer your question seriously, it's irrelevant what Liverpool want. As you said, they can offer 800 million. If the player isn't willing to sign with them, then there's only two choices left. A, he remains at Brighton. B, he moves to Chelsea. It's that simple. Or actually, there's C. If a third team come into the picture, the equation, and he decides to go with them. But theoretically, that's not the case, and therefore he wishes to only go. In fact, one might say he's kind of burnt his bridge because he doesn't wish to return to Brighton. He said he only wishes to play for Chelsea. So it's probably in their best interest, and therefore it's incumbent.
He's not just saying he wants to leave. He's being specific with regards to where he wants to play next.
So therefore, it's incumbent upon them to get a deal done with Chelsea because, listen, he can be turned. Don't get me wrong. He can return back to Brighton and the cracks could be papered over. Yeah, I get that, but realistically, I think what we're waiting for is the finer details, maybe the digital rights, whatever the case is, the amount, the term, etc., the length of the contract. So, and then what is put down, so it's just the finer details need to be sorted out and ironed out. And listen, Brighton are not the easiest organization to do business with. They're rather determined. They're and to a certain extent, they have a right to be. So, but as long as this gets done in a timely manner, reasonable timely manner, obviously he's not going to play for Chelsea tomorrow. But the sooner he can get in, if this is signed by this weekend, there's a strong possibility he will play for Chelsea next week. And this is what we want, because the more time that is wasted in these negotiations, the less opportunity he has to play for us. And this is points matter. These missed games or potential dropped points could be the difference between us getting into Europe or winning the league or whatever, or avoiding relegation, whichever end of the spectrum you want to look at it by. So it's imperative that this get sorted as soon as possible. And not just him, other players too. Our squad needs to be settled. And this is why I believe genuinely that the transfer window should be closed prior to the season starting. I've always believed that. I think it's nonsensical for it not to.
A lot of even managers have argued that before. And Ryan Winters, I love you, but I'm not going to read this because I want to go to heaven with it. My goodness, DJ, you can come in. I'm sure you have the question. You go ahead. Run with it, brother.
No, listen. It's just the whole thing with the Caicedo. As I said, he's like Roger said, and I think we've said it already. Regardless, Liverpool can come in and say we'll give you 200 million. If the player doesn't want to go, it's as simple as that. He wants Chelsea and Chelsea only. It's funny that Roger actually mentioned another club because I think there was like 4 clubs in the running for him at one stage, because we also heard of. I'm not talking about the Arsenal one. I'm talking about recently. It was obviously Chelsea, now Liverpool, and then obviously then I think some of the clubs from Saudi Arabia. And then I also heard, whether it was true or not, I don't know. Bayern Munich made a late move for him as well, but apparently they had an offer turned down. I think they offered 90 million for him, and it was turned down. So it looks like there were other options on the table. But he's always said it all along. Oh, what's this? Chelsea? Oh, I was just reading something else. Sorry. Yeah. But yes, he's stated he wants Chelsea and Chelsea only. So, look, I think we just want this deal done and wrapped up with. I think Chelsea need to get it done. I think 115 million is probably what it's going to be if it does end up happening when it does happen, and hopefully he will be unveiled. Hopefully as a Chelsea player tomorrow, as we keep saying, before the game kicks off.
That's a wonderful slap in the face, isn't it? To unveil him.
That would be, and then we go and beat and the cherry on top is we go and beat them as well, Roger. That would be the biggest one of
I
all,
hope
mate.
so.
This is
Everything
what
above.
dreams are made of.
That's it.
Yeah. I hope we'll beat them. I'm going to go to Bobby in a bit, but rubbing my hands like Birdman for this Caicedo and Enzo midfield prospect. I want to see that too. If you make a combined 11 out of Caicedo, Lavia, Derby, Lavia, Derby, Gallagher works into the midfield along with Enzo. I don't think Liverpool has anybody. You can argue that. I'm still confused why we stopped the Adams beat, because maybe we need more cash to facilitate the signing of Caicedo. Maybe can Andre Santos play as an AM? I'm not too sure, but that's just my opinion at this point. We left him for Brighton, Tyler Adams. Some people said I've seen that theory, and it makes a bit of sense. And rumors are that they've actually reached out to Leeds United and started conversations. So that may well be the case. I was crying when I saw Mont and Hussam go live on their channels slandering us, only to find out they'd be lucky if we give them Gallagher for their midfield. Wow. Okay, we didn't bottle it. We just locked out due to the fact that Caicedo still wanted us. Otherwise, it would be over. Yeah. If that wasn't the case, by now we'll be looking at alternatives. And actually, the thumbnail we used yesterday says moving on from Caicedo. Hi to you too, Mr. Smooth. Nice to see you in panel. The Caicedo and Lavia show Chelsea ambition. No more playing around. At Kudus, then we can challenge. There's still a chance we would sign Kudus. Yes, okay. Here's Ty again. Please go check out this YouTube channel. Coach, just to end the argument, we are the only club to win the European trophies twice, and at the same time, 1 out of 5 teams to win the complete set of trophies. Wow. The second part, actually, I didn't know. So I'm going to use that for something, what you don't know about Chelsea. Maybe make a YouTube shot with it. I think it will go a long way. Please inbox me that stats again. I'm going to use it for a YouTube shot, please. I like that. It's not something that takes too much. Maybe do a did you know video with it. Santiago Motors, how are you? And the Bluetooth again, do not forget. Again, once more, the Bluetooth again, please inbox me that. I need it. I need to do something with it. Puts in 115 million, then we offer 116. We would do stuff like that. Then we'll go up. But you'd be wasting your time because the player doesn't want you. And it becomes that's just my opinion. Come on, guys, do you really believe money aside, he only wants to go to see? Yeah, there are evidence. He took a photo. Have you not seen the full picture of him and his mom in the back on the back of a truck? N'Golo Kante is one of his idols. So we have a lot to back up that. Brighton also don't want to sell to Chelsea. You think that's the case, but I appreciate you. Caicedo has made it quite clear he does not like clubs. No, please don't do that to me. Liverpool are like a heartbroken man in denial. Just let it go. She never wanted you. That reminds me of a story Bobby once told here. I will never forget. Bobby didn't realize it.
Yeah, that's how they're behaving. That's how they're behaving. You know that guy that fancies the girl, and then she doesn't want him, and so he decides to go trashing the new boyfriend, trashing everybody inside, trashing the girl. That's how Liverpool's behaving and their fans. He doesn't want you. Move on.
I will never forget that story. I'm sorry, Bob. I don't mean to laugh at you. Chelsea then. Arsenal next with Liverpool. Ty here. Chelsea are ready to submit a record-breaking offer for Moises Caicedo via is it a Looney version come? I don't know them really, but if Ty puts it there, I trust them. As soon as Chelsea puts in a bid, it exceeds ours we will beat again. Okay, let's go for it. Let's again, nothing on Netflix is as enjoyable as what we're going through. And it can be painful, but that's an enjoyable side of it if you look at it. Caicedo has been chilling in London with Cucurella since he cleared out his locker. Unlike most players, he is a man of his words and is doubling down on the gentleman's agreement. Honestly, yeah, even though gentleman's agreement is the reason why the whole thing is still ongoing, but still, he's a man of his word. The fact that he decided to keep his word is reflective of the fact that he's a nice person. Fans, these Liverpool fans deluded a lot of mercy. Yeah, we need to pray for them. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. If he doesn't come to us, you will have to overpay. Already, even if you buy him at one, you can say at 1 million. You can say 1,800,000 or so. 110,800,000 pounds. You're still overpaying. So right now the price is premium, no matter where he ends. It's that time of the year. 24 hours and 53 minutes and 33 seconds left for the historic Chelsea versus Liverpool game. I'm laughing because we talked about you at length, even in your absence. I'm sure you were listening. Liverpool fans are saying Chelsea should be investigated. Okay. It's nothing new. We're used to that. We're used to being investigated. I love these. Toby Praise. I appreciate you joining, Toby Praise. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself. Feel free. You're welcome. You're now, again, a member of the Chelsea Perspective community. All we ask of you is just to keep it civil, but more importantly, enjoy yourself. I am not confident of beating Liverpool tomorrow. That's you. Okay, you're up. Sorry to hear that. It happens to the best of us. Let's see. We can win Liverpool. Yeah, they can beat us too. Until the game is done, we'll find out. 3-0 to Liverpool. That's the Chelsea fan saying that. But let's see what happens. Our team is not balanced. We shall see. That's where I leave it at that. Also, Jumbo, we are ready for Liverpool win with this formation. Let's see. And Ebuka, DK Ebuka, nice to see you one day. Coach, how are you doing, brother? I cannot complain. I hope you're doing well as well. Panel, a serious question. Does Paul Winstanley survive his job after the close of this transfer? I think he will. Because you can say we've used his connections quite well. And the fact that the boss decided, okay, they take it from there doesn't mean he loses his job. I gave them a goal. You gave them a goal because defense has not been so great. Okay, let's see. Coach, Liverpool are literally acting like an I am not doing that with any of you today. I want to go to heaven. And Akimbo Seun of Charles, nice to see you. I appreciate you joining my Niger brother. Thank you for joining in. Dan says that Chelsea have been ready for their bid for 20 hours. Where is the bid? Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's keep going, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Coach, even with Anthony Taylor in the pivot for Liverpool, we're still gonna disrupt them live in 4K. And that part I don't like. The South American connection of Enzo and Poch will get us Caicedo. You could argue that may well be the reason why he prefers coming to us. I think Gallagher has improved. Why do we need a Lavia? Focus all the funds towards Caicedo unless Gallagher wants to leave. A good one there. Caicedo's mother is a diehard Chelsea fan. Wow. Hence, he wants a Chelsea. He himself is a Chelsea fan, really. I am confused by the chat confidence in Liverpool's victory. Can they provide a solid rationale, tactical or otherwise, for their prediction? My research suggests a different result. That's why we need to start your show as soon as possible. I see Gallagher, Chalobah, Ziyech leaving soon. Very possible. We are now finalizing with the right track, tactical. Ty shares the link to his channel. Please go check it out. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I appreciate you all joining. Let me see. Why did Nightbot delete that? Delete Ebuka's message there. Okay, too many emojis. Ebuka, be careful. Don't use more than 2 emojis, otherwise Nightbot will delete your message. Coach, I've just turned. You just tuned in. I can't believe you misspelled the word tuned. Or maybe you really meant to use the word turned. Okay, I am watching Arsenal versus Forest with the intention of studying tactical tactics and analyzing Arsenal's performance as a student of the game. That'd be nice. Let's see. I like the way you switched my previous comment of a quick. Be finest, Miss Dobin. Now, what are you saying there? Tomorrow's match between Chelsea and Liverpool will be a draw game or Chelsea win. Mr. Okoye, I appreciate you joining. Bennett Okoye. There's a chance that becomes the case because recent games, you can say 90% of them has actually ended in draws. Reports saying Liverpool offering 120k wages and Chelsea over 200k. I think that's just all made up. But I don't care. But as long as ours is incentivized, I don't. It doesn't mind. It doesn't matter to me even if it is 400. If you want to sign the player, if they feel like they can afford it, I'm all for it. So Roger, you've spoken. Bobby, you want to come in from any angle you want to come in from? Roger, what was the last thing we talked about? Actually, so much in the chat to read that I'm off track right now.
Sorry, where are we, Coach?
That's why I'm asking Roger to.
We were talking about the retirement of Ron Harris.
Really?
Don't mind him. What were we talking about?
I think there's so much focused on the Liverpool trolls in the chat that I just switched off.
Yeah, but let's see. Let's talk about Chalobah, if you don't mind. That's fine. Inter Milan are back in for Trevor Chalobah, and Chelsea were requesting 25 million euros. That's cheap for me. That's seriously cheap. He signed a new long-term contract. Was it 2 years ago? But go ahead, Bobby.
It is a bit cheap, but see the politics of the transfer market is that's one area that the Italian clubs have mastered. They've mastered giving the illusion that they have absolutely no money. But then you see them still purchasing players and getting them at reasonable prices because they don't do silly things like going and dropping £111 million on a player and, after telling everybody they don't have money. So it's very difficult to gauge where they're coming from. There are some people, they drop 25 and they don't have much more. And there are others, they drop 25 and they're bluffing. So I think 25 is a bit cheap for Chalobah. I'll be happier if it was 35.
Yeah.
But because we're not in a situation where we don't need to sell and, where we can bargain a bit. We're offloading players. We really are. Now, I am one of the last people, as you know, that will be happy to say, oh, get rid of one of our players, especially from the academy. But the way I see it, we're having such a squad revamp that if Chalobah himself wants to go, we've now got Diarcy, who I haven't seen by the way. Disasi. I would like to see him.
He's been training. There have been a lot of pictures of him in training. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, but we are, as the people that are fans that will run the rule over him, we haven't had the opportunity to see him. He might be played against Liverpool. We don't know. So we don't know what we're letting Chalobah go for. That's the point I'm making. It's like Ugo Tuku. I have a sneaky feeling he will start against Liverpool. I don't know why. I've got no basis for that, really. But I have a sneaky feeling he will start because I think Poch would rather use Gallagher in the number 10, at least to start. But or in and around that 10-ish position, even if he plays a 4-3-3, he will have him as the foremost midfielder moving forward. Either him or Enzo, anyway. Anyway, I digress. So Chalobah for 25 million to Inter. If Diarcy is really the player we think and hope he is, then, and if Chalobah wants to move, then I think we might need to accept the 25 million, knowing that we've got many other players that are on their way out. We've got Cho to go out. We've got Lukaku. Ziyech is hiding now because he knows his stock has dropped, and he knows that the Saudis don't.
I think he had a car crash yesterday. I think Because the picture circulating saying that was him. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
ahead,
you know
what you
that
say.
guy.
It wasn't.
I'm beginning to think
It wasn't him, right? Okay.
No, it wasn't
Go ahead, Bobby. Sorry.
yesterday, and he wasn't driving either.
Okay, go ahead, Bobby. Sorry about that.
Well, you know, who knows? You know, he probably wants to stay at Chelsea and keep earning the wages because he certainly doesn't want to leave. And then, of course, there's the also hidden qualities of people like Malang Sarr, who I think they'll probably send out somewhere. So there are still players to leave. And for those that are actually sold off, it all adds up. We don't necessarily have to sell for big money unless it's Gallagher. Yeah, that's the one that really they need to put their money where their mouth is. But the others, you know, I think we will take a little bit of a compromise, build up the sales. You know, someone like him being an academy guy is 100% profit. It would be nice if it was more profit, but it is what it is.
Can I ask you, what is the status of Cho right now?
They're working on it.
Fulham offered, I think, 4 million. Chelsea wants 8
What?
million, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah,
How far that's fallen, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Chelsea
unfortunately,
want 8 million.
if we can't sell him now, he leaves as a free agent, and I'm sure Fulham they're well aware of that.
Yeah, you see, that's another sort of situation. You know, it's not the case for Chalobah, but many of these players are on, you know, 1 year left, all that sort of thing.
So
You
many of them.
Yeah, you know, that's why we have all this issue with Caicedo. You know, what we are paying is for the length of contract he signed. If he had a year left or 2 years left, even, the story, I'm sure, would be very, very different.
Oh, of course.
But that aside, you know, it's sad seeing this with Chalobah. I know Chalobah is one of those that really loves Chelsea. He really does. This was his club, his childhood club, and everything. But I think he would be open to leave, especially if he's dwindled down in a position as a defender. And another thing that was also in the back of my mind is that he's prone to some injuries. He really does pick up a niggle here and there. He's not one of those that you're sure is going to give you a full season. So maybe it's time to just part ways. And if I may take one of Coach's quotes, go and play week in, week out, if he can manage it. It's probably best to do that in Italy because the pace is slower and the football is probably more agreeable to his
Climate
body.
also.
Yeah.
Chalobah for me is a fine defender. In my opinion, I don't know. It's a Chelsea thing. You can say they always want the new fancy toy and all that, but I can't change that. If in fact, if he wants to leave, but this report we must you can say state clearly. This is reporting from Inter Milan's perspective, but saying that Chelsea want 25 million euros, I don't believe that. Especially the new owners, if they were able to get how much they got for the sale of Mason Mount, you think they'd be asking more here? But that's just me. I'll continue in a bit. Roger, just give me 1 minute. Yeah,
25 million euros because I thought that was pounds.
No, that's euros. That's why this doesn't sound like the new owners. It doesn't in any way. To be honest,
we won't accept 25 million euros.
I don't think so.
That's
so I
less
don't
than 20 million for him. No, he's not that sort of player.
Yeah, and Mr. Obi Finest, I'm guessing you're an Igbo brother. I appreciate you. Where's the beat? I don't know. Maybe it's gone in already. Maybe it hasn't. There's no way to tell what has happened and what hasn't happened. Chalobah should go for 35 to 40 million pounds, not euros. That doesn't sound like our new owners there. Caicedo won't be on more than 200k a week. Even if he is, it will be highly incentivized. Roger, am I pronouncing that word correctly?
Which one?
Incentivized.
Very good.
Okay. You know, you're also an English teacher. You're not just the chairman of the goalkeepers. You know, you're a lawyer for many players. But thank you, Roger, for that. I appreciate you saying that.
And the resident solicitor of Chelsea perspective.
You can say that's another one for him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 250 likes, 15 more to get it to 100. Maybe before the young blues break down the door, we have a chance to get it to 300 likes. But let's see what we have here. Mr. Obi Finance, maybe Caicedo knows Chelsea is not stable club. Wow, I'm not going to read that one. While Chalobah is moving to Inter, can we put Lukaku in his pocket? And so, yeah, he secretly transported to that place. Maybe that will happen. Never heard of him? Okay. Todd needs to put his money where his mouth is. Footson, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. You know what, Coach? My accidental grammar and a typing blunder might just be a blessing, confirming that my DNA aligns perfectly with the human race. Yeah, you see. I was shocked to see that, but you're a human being after all. I was just kidding, but much love to you. Heads must roll in the Chelsea hierarchy, regardless of how the Caicedo saga ends. We will either spend way more than what could have been or fail to acquire potential key player. Wow, some comment right
can
there.
I answer this, Coach?
It wasn't a question, but you go ahead.
Yeah, it was a statement, and there's been quite a bit of this. Heads must roll. Winston Lee trying to blame Winston Lee and all that. Look, even when the first Liverpool, the Liverpool bid came in and it looked like they were taking him, I was angry and I was very upset with Winston Lee as well. However, in the cold light of day and upon reflection, and since the intervention of Egbali and Bowley, which we discussed on your last show and explained very well, I think this narrative really needs to stop. Paul Winston Lee did nothing wrong. Nobody here really effectively has done anything wrong. Really, nobody, in my opinion, apart from maybe Liverpool. And that's a maybe. Now, Winston Lee, all he did was try and keep the price down. People say, oh, why did you lowball and all that? He started off with what was a realistic valuation for Caicedo, which was with his 4-year contract about 65 million. That's where I would value him because of the 4-year contract. But the market forces are there and the reference points were there. Once Arsenal dropped the 105 million, people that want to be, shall I say, vindictive a bit, will point to the Enzo deal in January for 106 million, which I don't include because that was January for a player with indeed length of contract and shortness of stay. He barely came in the door for Benfica. So the negotiation was on a different platform. They couldn't easily replace him as you can in the summer. But I digress. Now, all Winston Lee was doing was trying to keep it less than 100 to curb the inflation and make it more advantageous for his club. The negotiations were going on and we were prepared to go right up to the end of the transfer window if necessary before dropping the 100. I always felt we would need to drop 100. Then Liverpool comes in and then, of course, in response, we dropped 100. But what do? They create the inflation by dropping 111. That's what's overinflated the situation. So now, whatever we do, we will overpay the overpay, whatever we do. Now, to be fair to Liverpool, they just showed, they put the value on the player. They've said, look, this player is really invaluable. We have to go all out, break the bank and get him and break the British transfer record. That I can respect because when you have a need in your team and somebody can fulfill that need, you don't hold back. If he had gone there, my goodness me, their midfield would be formidable, as would ours if he comes to us. You see what I'm saying? So blaming Chelsea, blaming Winston Lee, saying, oh, we've overpaid and this. Yes, we have overpaid and we will overpay, but that is the market force. The advantage and the price has always been in the hands of Brighton to set. And they've done good business. My position now is it's an overpayment. We know this. Everybody knows it. Drop the money, get your player and go. It's that's my position, and I believe that has happened. Since when, guys, have you ever known Chelsea, former owners, present owners, to give everybody a minute by minute narrative of what they're doing to do business? They didn't do it with Dasisi. They didn't do it with Jackson. They didn't do it with Ugochukwu. They didn't do it with Santos. Why on earth do you expect them to do it with a very, very highly publicized Caicedo right now? Right now, he could be doing a medical for all we know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much could be happening at this moment. And I just believe that there will be no leaked information until probably about the end of the day, maybe even not until this evening. And if they want to give fans, a lot of hypertension, they'll release it at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. like they did the other piece of news and keep us all up the rest of the night. So we have to find ways to keep our blood pressure down and watch this story unfold.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Coach. This is coming from Damasio, an Italian journalist, bargaining already. Let's see. Can we get Bolly out? Unfortunately, unfortunately for you, he's here for a long time. Breaking news: Chelsea have rejected a bid from Liverpool for Conor Gallagher. The player has said, "I want to play for a club where the fans don't boggle my house." Oh, wow. You slug it out with them not gonna you can say participate in that one. Let's see anything else I have to address here. Lusula, nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Capacity situation is like a man who wants to break with his beautiful wife, but a very rich and handsome. Just one second. But a very handsome man wants to marry her. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's the case. Plus, he's going home. Go ahead, Bobby, if you were saying something.
Sorry to interject, Coach, but I can't resist this one. And if it's true, which I doubt it is.
No. It's just a beautiful game playing around with Liverpool fans. Go ahead.
About Conor Gallagher. I was going to say, are you in the habit of are you deliberately looking to collect L's? Are you really into the L collection now? Because after what's happened, I would think that they would steer away from anything Chelsea and deals with Chelsea, at least for this summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll come back to you, Roger. Just give me 1 minute. The future is a hybrid, a blend of both worlds. So let's make sure we are ready for it. You're going digital now, Jersey. I am not even singling Winston out. I believe he was working on the instructions. That's how I see it too. I want a DOF in and a Stewart and Winston demoted to work under him because the current board structure is a shambles. Wow. Caicedo, I can't read that. Ty, if you can interpret that, please help us. And that's coming from Jose Louis. I appreciate you. Ty, if you there, help us interpret that one. Havas performance, your thoughts? I haven't watched the game, honestly. And if you're watching us, if you're following the show on Twitter, we have 106 likes on Twitter, 20 retweets. Wow, reposts these days, no longer retweets. 6 comments. If you're watching on Twitter, please do us a favor. Take a second, drop a like on the stream to help us reach more people. Sorry?
Can I explain what it means after you're done?
Yeah, you can. Just quickly. Let's see. Have Chelsea decided to beat yet? Maybe we've beat already. Maybe we're still planning. I don't know. And no, he did a lot wrong. The negotiation the negotiating was poor, and that's the main reason we are in this situation. Why Peter for Lavia? Because probably he doesn't decide alone. That's how I see it. They had a conversation and probably decided to go to Lavia, but that's just my opinion. Please consider liking and subscribing, and don't forget to share the channel with your loved ones. Let's aim for 500 likes a day, 258. Our community's energy, passion, and excitement should be unmatched. Let's push the likes up. Let's get it to 300 or 258. We can do better than that. But more importantly, I appreciate you all finding the time to join and participating. And here we're hearing Han Ottman. Any update from CFC Caicedo in already? Not yet. Nothing new. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thoughts not again. Have they got the money? I think we have. We are also losing out on Adams. Apparently not losing out, but don't worry. Stuck to suck up to Brighton. Okay. Lots of good depth to salvage the Caicedo deal. That's another way to see it. Don't think they have the money. You don't think Chelsea have the money? Okay, we'll find out. Chalobah needs to go so CFC can beat for Caicedo. Wow. Some argument, right? They keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else to address here? I'm not reading anything from you again. Think Adam Foreman's to be 100% was a problem. You could argue that. And here's an update from Ty here saying Chelsea backed out of the Tyler Adams deal due to his medical, revealing that he could be out for another 4 months due to his hamstring injury. So it doesn't make sense. And we suspected that may well have been the case. But thank you to Nichi Boy and Ty for explaining that. Let's see anything else. I'm going to go to this here. It's very annoying that up till now, medical for Caicedo not fixed yet. Chelsea Blue 1905, calm down, everything will be all right. And the Blue to forget says cannot afford to bid for Bellingham, but submitted a bid for 111 million for Caicedo. Liverpool don't make sense. It doesn't. That didn't make sense to me either. When somebody referenced that Chelsea is still wasting time. You think we are? Well, that's proof of him working on the board instructions. Clearly, a board reshuffle is necessary. Maybe, but that's just what you think. Chelsea is still wasting time. Relax, everything will be all right. And if you keep doing that, be rest assured that Nightbot will time you out. It's the best midfield in the Premier League. Great signing. Okay, Ty has explained that. I'm not sure if that's what Ty explained, but I used to get a chance. Let's see what else we have here. Why should we blame the board for the twist in the negotiations? The question is, do Brighton really want to sell the player to us in the first place? They were playing us due to the Levi call. Well, you could argue that didn't help either because they wanted him. Okay. I think this person, given his avatar, is not a Liverpool fan. I am a Nigerian brother. Big up to you too. Big up to you too. Ramona and Norom. Ramona and Chipoka Norom. Wow, that's typical Igbo name there. It took some rhymes until you can say tongue twisting moment to pronounce it correctly. But much love to you, Ramona. If we spend loads of money and don't get Euro place again, I wouldn't be happy. You think I'll celebrate it? I leave Chelsea. Okay, Caicedo. I'm not sure what to make of that, but good to see you there, Chelsea FC. You are waiting for what? Okay, let's see what else we have here. Anything else to address here? 599 subs. Yeah, one more to get it to 100. Let's help him get to 600 likes. Just one more person needs to subscribe. So I'm going to come to you, Roger. You Chalobah is the current topic. What do you make of that report?
Yeah, no, I agree with what Bobby said. I don't know much about the people that are going to be replacing him. We haven't seen them, but it'll be sad to see him move on. Yeah, I understand he's not an elite player per se, but he does bleed blue, and I think nothing more typified that than when he scored his maiden goal for Chelsea. Just his reaction was priceless. But I do understand, and listen, we tend to. I feel that had we had purchased him from another club, and he didn't come through our academy, I believe we'd be selling him for more. I don't know. We seem to undervalue our academy players quite often. I really do. I think we sell them on the cheap invariably, especially to Italian clubs, it seems. But then again, such is life. But yeah, it looks like we may have to actually. I'm not sure about this year, but because you have to, should we say, pass it, spread it over the many years, because it's a running window, isn't it? 5-year window. But I think you're looking at him, and then you're looking at other academy players like Conor Gallagher leaving also, and it's you build a connection with them because they're from the academy, and it's a shame that we don't give them the opportunity. I'm not saying that they're elite players, but it'll be nice to see them grow with the team. But listen, we're building and we're revamping. This is a complete rebuild. You know, prior to last season ending, I didn't think that we would do so on such a grand scale. This is a massive rebuild, the likes that I can't recall. I don't know about you chaps, but I can't recall something this significant.
No,
This
it's
is
never
basic.
happened before. Never. Not in
Yeah,
the
that's
history
what
of
I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm an old fart, but I don't remember it being this. I mean, this is a serious rebuild on a scale that, yeah, is unparalleled. I mean, I'd have to look back on last year's spreadsheet and compare it to now, but it's significant. It really is. When you look at the purchases we've made from this window and the previous window, this is huge. So you know, we're in uncharted waters in that regard, and I didn't think this would be so extensive. But you know what? It's going to be an interesting year. We are, shall we say, we're building a very good young. I think we're going to be the youngest team in the Premier League or squad in the Premier League. I think by quite a substantial margin also. So we're going to hopefully see them grow, but it would have been nice to have seen Chalobah be part of that because he's still quite youthful, and you know he's shown that when called upon, he's a good player. He's, as I said, you know, I wouldn't call him elite, world class, but he's no mug either. But let's see. I'm fed up of us really selling for 20, 25 million when he's, in my opinion, he's 30, 35, but based on today's market value, of course.
Yeah, but we have to be honest. I don't believe that. It doesn't sound like what the Neoners would do.
Can I explain why we're sort of cornered into selling a little bit on the cheap?
Please.
Because we're so focused on, you know, FFP is done in cycles.
Yes,
and
it's a running
yeah,
total, yes.
Now, I think some of these sales, we're trying to get them off the book to meet the current cycle. So that's why we say, well, you know, if they go for cheap, at least they're off the books, or like in the case of academy graduates, at least they're 100% profit that we can put on the books to register on the cycle. Now, we're well within FFP, but what we are trying to do now is supersede that excessively so we can bring in whatever targets we want to bring in. And a lot of it is to create a bigger cushion after the Caicedo deal, which will be a big expense. So we are, for example, 100 million in the green. After Caicedo, we will be just about in the green. And what we want to do is make sure that we've offloaded enough to remain 100 million in the green. In fact, it will be more than Caicedo if you add the expense of Elise and Lavia and whoever else is coming, a goalkeeper, perhaps. We just want to make sure that we keep ourselves solvent with that healthy book balance for FFP.
No, I agree.
All right, thank you for that. Samuel Ochoa says, "What is the latest about Caicedo now?" It says now. What is the latest about Caicedo now? Has Chelsea signed him? No, we haven't. Is that the Romeo Lavia? Do we really need Romeo Lavia? Good question. I don't know. Everything comes down to what the manager wants, and if we're really pushing for him, which means the manager wants him, and we've seen reports in the past that says we want them both. It's not about signing one of them or having the other as an alternative. No, we've always wanted them both. I urge fans to stay positive and spread that positivity as we near tomorrow's game. Your support is crucial for our success, and we cannot afford any negativity. I agree with you personally. I would just be the same as Liverpool. And because he wants to come to Chelsea, it should be sealed. I think that's a good sign for us. And if you're interested and you're complaining...
you know one funny thing?
Yeah.
These transfers have eclipsed the game we've got tomorrow. Normally on your show, by this time, we're doing lineups. But we're still talking about Caicedo.
in-depth
Yeah, and the
lineup.
lineup, again, the lineup will be tomorrow. And I knew before time there will be lots of transfer activities at this time. But I think it will be nice. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Just 94 more likes to get to 16,000 subscribers. We'll get there. We need both Caicedo and Lavia for tactical flexibility. I think I agree. And dynamism. We need more skillful midfielders like Lavia for proper dominance. And would be okay. You will be worried. Will be worried less if if a player or two is injured. I think I agree with you. We still need depth. Please, what is latest update on Lavia and Caicedo? Nothing has changed from what I believe you've heard yesterday. Here's the thing, let me say something, Mr. Obi. I don't know if your name is Obi now, Obi or whatever it is. Here's the thing, you're allowed to be there, but if you push the limit, the moderators will time you out. Just don't be personal. Don't you can say don't abuse anybody. You're allowed to banter. You see again. You could have been timed out by now, if not because we're very open. We're open to listening to what you have to say. But once you you can say, once it gets personal, once you start name calling the person you have in the conversation within the chat there, they time you out. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes so long way. Mr. Ifai Zegu, I appreciate you. I am waiting for the Caicedo news. I hope that happens. By the way, my brother's name is Ifai, so it's a name I like so much. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. And the God of Frogs, nice to see you. I appreciate you joining. I hope you're doing well. JC says, when Anthony Taylor was appointed, we thought something is going to happen. It looks we are moving towards a really, really heated match. It's going to be feisty. And I honestly do believe that will be the case. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. This says, I am very worried on this saga. I hope CFC really aware of this situation. It's really plays a huge impact on point deduction. I don't think we will make that mistake. I'm sure we have people behind the scenes crunching the numbers and letting us know what we do that would get us over get us into trouble and all that. They're not billionaires by accident. I feel Egghead Taylor gonna win the game for Liverpool. This referee is criminal. Let's keep talking about it. Maybe that will put a pressure on him. Walk away or you will always walk alone. It's as simple as that. In this case, they have to walk away. Still waiting for a bid for Chelsea. Maybe it's coming soon.
One thing I promise
Bobby.
you, Coach. I was saying one thing I promise you. Chelsea and Liverpool games are always blood and thunder, really. Tomorrow is going to be wow. It's going to be something else because we'll be busy trying to let them know that they took the wrong turn off the M1 to come to West London. And they will be embittered by what's been going on in the transfer market and the fact that they've made mugs out of themselves. And they will want to try and take that out on the pitch. Tomorrow is going to be, honestly, just hang on to your hats. That is going to be a game that is more than feisty. It's going to be a nasty collision because the coaches are not going to back down. The players have got wind of all of this. They've got wind of it. They're in touch with Caicedo. So this is going to be quite a game.
It's going to be intense.
Quite interesting indeed. This says their call club 007 rejected by Mount, Lavia, Caicedo, Amrabat, Bellingham, Enzo, and Colwell. Wow. And in the case of Colwell, he went to the extent of giving them a call, which we didn't like. All sports journalists are silent on Romeo Lavia and Caicedo, just like a book called The Gods Are Silent. This is serious. It is indeed. Personally, I've not hyped them. I like watching them safe. Yeah, exactly. But it depends on what they do. I didn't hype them. Nightbot, again, he hit YNWA, not me. Let's see. This isn't the first time Chelsea have taken players that Liverpool wants. So thank you. Remind them, and I like that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. What's going on? We say this all we're hearing, we took Timo Werner from them too, so maybe 008. All we're hearing is that it's close. We haven't heard anything new on anything that differs from what you've heard. Yeah, pay your rent, Liverpool fans. Hit the like and subscribe. Yep, that's how you pay the rent here. And feel free, you're welcome here. But at least, let's see. Allow the banter, follow mods as long as it isn't that word I hate to pronounce. As long as they're not insulting or them calling anybody or derogatory. Let me try. The one I think I did. Don't like, don't subscribe, don't donate. All live games, streams, all minutes behind. Only fools donate. I'm not sure what you're saying there. What are you saying there? Let's see. It will be very painful if this FFP of a thing catches up with us, leading to deduction of points. I don't think that will happen. I've said this. These guys aren't billionaires by mistake. They have people crunching the numbers behind the scenes for them, ensuring that they don't make such mistakes. CFC's a multi-billion-pound enterprise run by billionaires, smart people, and according to rivals, they've forgotten to consult accountants. Thank you. You can say this is delicious, and actually the most delicious comment of the day that I've seen. No beat, okay. You guys keep asking the question. You get an answer too. It says Liverpool fans think Nightbot is a viewer. It's a machine, and as long as you're spamming, it will time you out. As simple as that. If Chelsea win Liverpool tomorrow, then it's a miracle of the weekend. Rev Anthony Taylor, everybody concerned about him. CFC 3, Liverpool 0. Tell them that's not going to make them happy. Mason Gotte, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join. With the derby of this deal, this guy might change his mind. Let's see if it happens. And Lasula, is a transfer window closed yet? If so, does it mean Chelsea has missed out on Caicedo? Transfer window closed on September 1st. Correct me if I'm wrong if you're in the chat. And it says, I am a big fan. Please, can I have a shout out? You like to subscribe. Do you own a YouTube channel? If that's the case, yeah, people, let's give them a follow, but you have to tell people what you do. And Foot Zone, I don't know how to shout you out. This is like the 4th time I'm saying your name. You're welcome to the community. Feel at home. Express yourself. The only thing we ask of you is just for you to keep it civil. And yeah, if you have a YouTube channel, tell people about it. Feel free to do that. I'm not walking away. They are holding him as a hostage, and Chelsea are waiting for Liverpool to walk away. If they don't, it's an issue. This saga is going on. Yeah, you may well drag it on, but we have the upper hand. Elia B, nice to see you. I only understand part of the, having a conversation there. Let's see what else do we have here. And the Chukwuemeka, the fact that Bali himself is overseeing the Caicedo transfer gives me so much confidence that dude gets things done. Forget what people say, we know. Yeah, but thank you for reiterating there in the chat. I concur that tomorrow holds a distinct promise, and not just due to Chelsea historical prowess, but also because our style has often leaned conservative. Wow. I can't even decide some of that, I have to be honest. I admit Klopp's system improved Salah's game, and I am sure Klopp can do wonders with Danny Drinkwater. Yeah, he's a miracle worker. And so let them get him. However, this time the dynamics are set to shift. The match appears poised for an exhilarating. Jersey, be merciful for me. Just simplify it, please. Exhilarating back and forth with both sides capable of capitalizing on swift counterattacks than to their speed. Please be fair with me. Tomorrow's game is going to be heated. Feisty, that's the language I like, but I understand what you mean. The outcome hinges on precise tactical tweaks. You can say both sides taking their chances. Here's the thing about Liverpool. Every good side that plays against Liverpool gets a lot of chance. But you must take your chances. Because they play a very high line, you don't need scientists to tell you that. So you will get a chance in behind them, but put them away. Because if you can score 10, they can score 12. I just have to be honest there. That's one thing they have. So we have to be very clinical. Otherwise, 5 chances from Chelsea. I'm not going to even mention the name you said. This should go into history as the most British dramatic transfer window. It is already. of FFP. Todd is wise, and I know he always gets to discover loopholes. Chelsea in the right hand, and now we're not concerned. They're trying to find other ways to punish us. They're even going as far back as something, you can say, digging up things that happened on the Romance era and trying to punish us with it. Hope Brighton's deadline are on the first of September as well, though. So you want it to linger on. I don't want it. I want it to end now. This is Coach Jerry mistakenly copied his physics homework from Just Go Away. I'm not reading that. But that's, by the way, let's see what else we have lined up here so that we can round up as soon as possible before my boys will come and break the down. I think they've been very patient because we started an hour later. Chelsea and Liverpool are battling over Romeo Lavia, but Chelsea feel they are close. I think we've been hearing that since yesterday because we beat more. And rumors are that Lavia wants to come to Chelsea. Liverpool have been trying all day to change Moises Caicedo's mind. However, Chelsea now has the opportunity to close the deal because Moises Caicedo still wants to go to Chelsea. It's like saying, no, it's over. We're done. Move on, please. Go find some other, you know what. For like, I don't want to use an analogy that would seem like, I don't respect one gender or the other. But that's, by the way, just go away. It's not working. Doesn't want you. How else do you want the key to put this for you to understand? And this says the agreement between Chelsea and Southampton for Romeo Lavia is close at £52 million plus 3 million others. There are still some beats left to do on it later today. And Chelsea initially wanted a 5-year contract for him, but now wants a 7-year contract. Chelsea are preparing for his medical as Liverpool could hijack the deal at any moment. Joe Shields has been absolutely key in this transfer because he knows the player. I think he was the one that scouted him before. Again, I don't remember the story quite well. And if you're following us on Twitter, thank you for 109 likes, 20 reposts. If you don't mind, if you haven't followed us on Twitter, please do so. We'd really appreciate that. Let me see. I'll breeze through this item. So if anybody on the panel has anything to add to that, then go ahead and do that. This says Kepa Arrizabalaga stopped and slowed down his move to Bayern Munich, and now he looks set to join Real Madrid. Yep, somebody from home came calling, so yeah, probably he is again ready to join Real Madrid. Real Madrid, and according to the other report that we've addressed, he doesn't even mind if it's on loan. Real Madrid have now contacted Kepa Arrizabalaga camp. Discussions are ongoing with player keen on the move. Kepa open to joining Real Madrid even on loan. Real are working to understand the final formula of the deal wanted by Chelsea. One thing is sure, even if Chelsea are willing to let him go on loan, it'd be with an obligation to buy and not with an option to buy. Kepa could leave Chelsea in the next few hours. Wow. Go ahead, Bobby.
There'll be a sadness in me, although there's a willingness in me to see Kepa go. The sadness is born of the fact that I know his heart. You know, Kepa has loved the club. He's been a very good influence in the dressing room.
Yeah.
And it's very sad when it doesn't work out with those sort of players. But for me, I just look at the situation and I don't think it's a good situation for him. I don't think there's much else he can do to, one, win over the fans, and two, be that goalkeeper we need him to be. You know, English football is very physical, both in the outfield and in the goalkeeping area, especially when it comes to set pieces. And that's not his game. He's excellent with the ball on the ground, with his feet. And, you know, when the ball comes to him to feet, you don't have that same panic attack as you did with Mendy. But there's more to it than that. You kind of have a panic attack about his overall game and capability. So I think for him, and it's a big if, he gets the opportunity at Real Madrid, I think it'll be good for him. I think Spanish football will suit him. He is a Spaniard. And I think he will somewhat thrive there. You know, Kepa, when it comes to penalties, I'm always very confident with him in goal because he's very, very good at that. And it would be with sadness that I'll see him go, and a bit of trepidation because we don't know what to expect from Robert Sanchez, who would have to step up to the breach no matter what we do.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Where the heck is the beat? It's coming. And for my bro, the beautiful game, he says, respectfully, Liverpool fans, please like and subscribe to the channel and turn on your bell notification. The sister channel where we talk about every other football club, not just Chelsea. And if you want to become panelists there, let us know. We're recruiting panelists for that particular channel. Cannot say I am happy about the Lavia news. If we were serious about him, and we could have easily gotten him before preseason. I am not a big fan. Okay, that's just you. 24 hours to go. Wow, Jerry, that's the most important to you. No beat at all. Maybe tomorrow, next week, or next transfer window. We don't know. Yeah, but I get it. Kepa, not good enough. Messing good day. Let's see. Brighton say that they wanted this done within 48 hours. Surely, it's getting annoyed. It's beyond 48 hours. JJ, the hold up, I don't know. If Chelsea don't beat by midnight, I think it's going to Liverpool. No, I think we'll beat him. Because we've been talking with them, and we're confident we'll get the deal over the line according to reports. I wish they get Kepa for good. Get rid of Kepa for good. Then we find an alternative as soon as possible. If Kepa leaves, definitely we will get another goalkeeper in. So, Roger, anything else you want to talk about? Yeah, there's nothing new has emerged here. I'm paying attention to everything that's going on. And by the way, Zarayan, the Russian kid that we've been interested to sign him, we heard rumors a few weeks ago that he'd be joining our sister club, Strasbourg, and then we can easily get him from there. He's closer to joining Real Sociedad. But go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested about what's going on with Lavia also. I really am. I want to see how that unfolds per se, because Liverpool, it's a 2-for-1. If we can, assuming we need them, if we do indeed purchase both Caicedo and Lavia, this is a dagger in Liverpool's season to a certain extent. I would say if they had Caicedo, hypothetically, this would make them serious contenders, because let's be honest, they have tremendous firepower up front. They are something to behold. If they click on all cylinders, they're going to be unstoppable. But they do need someone in that deep line 6 to protect that backfield, and they don't have that.
You know the funny thing about this? All of a sudden, we are thinking there's nobody else out there. When it was Chelsea, we get people saying, is Caicedo the only player out there? Oh, surely there's somebody else out there. Now, it's like all of a sudden there's nobody else out there. I slightly beg to differ with this, because I know these are their coveted targets. I think Caicedo more than Lavia, to be honest, because of the way they've treated Lavia. I would be surprised if he goes there, especially with Chelsea in the picture. You know, Chelsea never dumped him and then run after anybody else. He was always in the horizon. So I think they are, if any club is best placed to look for alternatives, it's them, to be honest. They've been very unstable about the pursuit of either of these players. It's
inconsistent,
it's been very unlike them, to be fair to them, honestly. It's been indecisive, unplanned, reactionary, throwing money. It's been very weird, you know.
It is.
Low balling in one sense, high balling in another, and not even approaching, in the case of what's his name, the guy that went to Real Madrid, Bellingham. And you know, the oddest thing about all this, Bellingham would have gone to them. Bellingham wanted Liverpool, but they didn't.
They didn't pay up.
They didn't. And now all of a sudden the money's coming out left. I think it's very.
Do you know why? Do you know why, Bobby? Well, no, it's because they didn't foresee the Saudi Arabian League spending the money on their midfielders. They
Well,
raised like 50, 60.
yeah,
So
I can
had they,
buy that.
yeah,
I can buy that.
Which you could argue, Roger, that has led to them being desperate now.
Yeah,
yes, because they didn't anticipate. They even admitted it. Henderson and I forgot the other chap. It's got a Brazilian name.
Yeah, Fabinho.
Fabinho, thank you. They didn't
So-
envisage him. They knew that James Milner, James Milner, would be leaving, but
the others they didn't envisage.
yeah.
But however, Roger, doesn't this now expose the criticism they always lay at us? Oh, Chelsea never go and get players or scout players and all that. Well, they have ample opportunity to scout players. So let's see who they scout at short notice. They're
Yeah.
always attacking us for this sort of thing. I think it is a bit of a mess for them, but the longer they focus on unattainables, the more frustrated they will be.
Time
This
is
is
not
a,
on their side, Bobby.
well, this is a time to indeed walk away and reset your focus. I'll give you example: Chelsea and Rafinha. Now, we didn't actually take our bid off the table, but we were never focused on it. We saw Rafinha wanted Real Madrid. We just kept our bid on the table, and it was a just in case you change your mind, hey, we're still here. We never chased after him to try and change his mind and irritate him more. We never arranged medicals without his consent. We just stayed in the background and continued chasing other targets. That's what led us to a lot of the mistakes we made, like Raheem Sterling and so on, because we were focused on
Thanks for reminding
alternatives.
me.
Yeah, well, because we were focused on alternatives. Now, where they will come unstuck is if they allow their pride and their fan base to make them be focused on this situation.
Their
One,
hubris.
one, they have kind of messed up by the way they treated the player vis-a-vis Lavia, and two, a player has told you he doesn't want you. Now, if you, it's like, unrequited love. Where is your pride? You know what I'm saying? You go to a girl. I know coach is going to laugh at me now. You go to a girl, you ask her out, she says no. You try and impress her by turning up in some beautiful car. She still says no and runs to the other guy. I mean, if you keep sniffing around the girl, you start looking like a pervert. And this is what they're making themselves do. It's true.
Yeah, no, I
After
get
a
it.
while, you got to take no for an
For an
answer.
answer, yeah.
And
Move
the
on.
funny thing about it is when you do take no for an answer and start looking for other girls, that girl that turned her back on you back then will start thinking, he looks quite attractive now.
Yeah,
But
human nature, right?
Not too late.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what though? You're right, Bobby. This is most unlike Liverpool because usually they're quite decisive. They really are. And
They're desperate, Roger. I think you did talk about it. So they're just desperate. They need to do something now, otherwise it'll be too late. Unfortunately, people, I think I'm over staying the space given by the Young Blues. We didn't start early. We've been streaming for 3 hours, 20 minutes. But Roger, if you have anything, go ahead. I will respect you. No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Bobby's
No, go ahead,
right.
Roger.
They basically, to me, they don't seem like they're on the same page the last couple of weeks. Very reactionary, in my opinion. So, this is good news for Chelsea. That's all I have to say. It's just going to be a very interesting 24, 36 hours ahead of us. That's all I can say.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me get what we have in the channel. We'll call it a day. I want to thank everybody on the panel. I think I have to find Bobby's information again. That's the only person I haven't added. And I'm going to talk with him after the show. What's the update on Caicedo's transfer? We've been hoping for a new update. Nothing new has emerged. Coach, once Chelsea secures a convincing victory tomorrow, my stock is bound to soar significantly. Yeah, I think I agree with you because you've been saying quite a lot on how you think we're going to win. All talk, no beats. As a Chelsea fan, I am getting worried. I think they're trying to scare Liverpool away, and it's nothing. There's a chance we already had a beat in, but we don't know. Nobody knows. Now we are beating, and I agree in a deal with Southampton for Lavia instead of Caicedo, prioritizing. Priorities invisible. Okay, let's say, what else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. I don't think Liverpool would have paid over 50 million for Lavia anyway. Then they went for Caicedo. I think Florentino Luis is their next target. Let them go for him if that's what they want, bro. I liked this one and I laughed so hard when I read it. I give you double timeout so you could have enough time to come back with some elite level banter, and that's all you could do. Ouch, that hurts. Let's see. We need a full update on Caicedo. That's our main target here. There's a little news from him. Little news. That's just that. Nothing new, honestly. Liverpool didn't sell Hendo and Fabinho then, mate. Okay, common sense. You can argue. Let's see what else do we have here. I wrote to 300k. Let's make it happen. Just 9 more to get in there, but I have to end as soon as possible. It's beginning to get annoying as Chelsea is becoming sloppy on this Caicedo deal, and we are now running after an agreeing deal with Southampton. I think we want them both. Like on your Bonner accounts to bring the likes up. Please, what is going on about Caicedo? It hasn't happened. Nothing new has emerged. We've seen those in charge recycling information. Sterling was on his way to Chelsea regardless of Rafinha. Another thing to anybody I haven't said hello to, what's the latest on Chelsea? Nothing, everything you've had. We want to round up as soon as possible. My boss will break down this store in a few minutes. Bobby, we can also go to a point. Some goes to CFC. Why would CFC risk an FFP on okay, and looking for good alternatives. You can like send goes to all of them. And Nichi Boy, thank you so much. I appreciate you for that donation, brother. Thanks, Coach Roger and Bobby, for your support. It means a lot to me. And you know we're not doing that for the super chat, but we'll take it. There's no refund here, but I'm just kidding. Much love to you too, brother. We appreciate the donation. That means a lot to the community. I appreciate you. Adam's failed medical is showed he will be out for another 4 months at least for the hamstring problems he had. So why you can say tie up money there? It just doesn't make sense. Our hamstring room is already full with no even though we had the hamstring specialist. Wow, highly entertaining and informative stream, guys. Blue Austin, we appreciate you. Glad you like it. Thank you so much. Hope to see you again. Caicedo will definitely be a blue by the match time tomorrow. I hope to see that happen. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat and Justice. What happened to Adam's transfer medical? He will be out longer than anticipated. Thank you to Roger, Tyrone, Bobby, Roger Pop. I appreciate you all. Thank you to Justice Festus. I appreciate you. Even Mr. Tobin, I appreciate you. JJ, Blue Austin. Let's see. Ninja Boy once more. Please click the 3 dots to his name. Go check out his channel. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And the blue to game JC. Much love to all of you. Who else? All of you. Who else? Again, Jerry Z. You too. Supreme Quads. All of you. If I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. I just have to run before my boys break down the door. See you guys next time. God bless us all and bye.
Cheers, chaps.
Cheers, everyone.